It's that time, grab a seat, snack in hand, set to geek. Tastic heroes on the screen, dream it up, paint the scene. G.I. Joe on the table, new ideas on the way. Paint and polish on the cable, every single Tuesday Toy Talk. We're dialing in, building up worlds with a crazy grin. 3D printing, custom paint on the go. Tuesday Toy Talk, crank it up loud. G.I. Customs leading the crowd. Oh yeah, Tuesday Toy Talk. G.I. Joe on the table, new ideas on the way. Paint and polish on the cable, every single Tuesday Toy Talk. We're dialing in, building up worlds with a crazy grin. 3D printing, custom paint on the go. Tuesday Toy Talk, crank it up loud. G.I. Customs leading the crowd. Oh yeah. Ready, set, play. Toy time every Tuesday Toy Talk.
Hey, what's going on, guys? GI Customs here. Tuesday Toy Talk, as you just heard. Appreciate everyone joining us tonight. Do have a little bit of an exciting but different night tonight. So instead of the normal GI Joe stuff we got going on, we've got some World of Warcraft talk. Both the game and the toys that come along with it. Before we get started and pull in the special guests I got going on, I do want to remind everybody about the code below so you save 10% while I'm streaming and usually a few hours afterwards. If you buy anything on gicustoms.com, save 10%, use the code STREAM10. And as usual, if you do purchase something during the stream, I'll find a moment to stop and call you out, give you a little shout out for purchasing something. I always appreciate that. So before or without any further ado, I will bring in my special guest tonight, the one and only Zakainen. How you doing? I don't have any cool intros yet. I don't have any music for you. I'll get that stuff going at some point. But
here
how you doing?
comes Zakainen. Get fudged. Yeah, I'll keep it clean. So you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes.
was at panic right before the show. I was like, wait, you can't hear me? As I was talking the entire time, like crap, I'll bounce out and back in.
Something
All
was
right, cool.
turned off. I just went with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But you're good
something
now.
sat there and went boop, boop. I'm like, what? Check my connections.
Where?
It's that fun thing, man. You'll learn as you do more of these lives that everything's great, and then it's not on the technology side of it.
Technology, man. That's the way it always works, isn't it?
Yep, it's great until it doesn't work.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
shout out to chat. Hello, chat. See Tom in there. See Cooters. I got your package dropped off the UPS store right before this show. By God.
Nice.
PB.
Nice. Guys, as usual, I'll do my best to pull people comments and stuff in here. I don't have a moderator or anything yet to do that for me. So
David
someday
D,
we'll
man.
do that.
This guy, by the way, knows his music. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's
David,
a
I've
moderator
not
on
seen
the Mr. Burger Show, Quiz Blitz.
Okay.
There's one later on tonight because I lost track of time, and then Saturday, Sunday with my insomnia. It's a great show.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
DFW shirt from 2025.
Oh, so just this last year, yeah.
Yep. George Vega did the artwork. He's a great dude.
Cool. Yeah, we got all kinds of people. Son of a Cran Slayers here.
Yep, Tom.
So this is
So,
one.
Hopefully I'll see
All
him
right.
at SoloCon coming up into this month.
Silicon. Okay. That's this coming weekend?
No, that's very, very end, like what, February 27th?
Oh, okay.
Or whatever.
So a couple weekends away.
Couple weekends, yeah.
Gotcha.
No, you weren't, Ken. You're a liar.
Man, they're just here. Sorry, I can't pass them out to you.
They're invisible. They're translucent.
Yeah. It's Bring Your Own Snack Tuesday. That's what it is. All right. Well, we're going to dive right in here as people are trickling in. And I'll keep my eyes open. Guys, ask questions as we go. I'll do my best as usual to pop those in between things. But since we're talking World of Warcraft today, Zakainen, we'll just start with you a little bit. Brief history of, did you play? I know the answer to that, but yeah, we'll go with it. What'd you play? faction, all that kind of stuff. Just a brief history, whatever you got, man.
So you have streamed with me. I don't do anything brief. You know that, right?
Oh, fair enough. Well, brief, yeah. Brief for
Brief.
you, whatever that is. We're good. Yeah.
World of Warcraft, man, was one of those games where it took me 4 tries, 4 attempts. I didn't like it. I didn't like the cartoon aesthetic of it. I just thought it looked kind of goofy. And my buddy Bus, I reference him all the time, sat there and it was like that 4th time. They're like, hey man, they got a free play weekend. They come over. Come on, try it out. I can't remember if I went over there or he ended up coming over to my place, and I downloaded it. Like, all right, it's free, whatever. I'll try one more weekend, give it a whirl. And then I got locked in. And I think it was right before Burning Crusade. That's where I get lost, man. All the expansions. I can't keep up. Yeah. My timeline, I'm already bad with time, as you know.
Oh, I know the expansions I played after that. I couldn't tell you what order they go in, what the story was. I have no idea. Yeah.
No, man. I just remember Burning Crusade. Everyone looked like they were dressed up as like medieval hobo jesters with all the mishmash of armor you were going to put on. But I got locked in at that point, and then from there, I took off. And then I was on a role playing server because I was an extra nerd, so I wanted to role play. And I ended up, I was Alliance, man. I was drawn to that. I usually, if I play a video game, like any video game, usually it's the good guys. It's like the paladins, that's what I go along with. But I like the night elf druid. So immediately I made a night elf druid, Jalen, and then Zakainen was the rogue. And I've been using both those names for since D&D days, right? I created those characters as NPCs, and then I just started using them in video games. And then, man, fast forward through all the different expansions, and then eventually I hopped onto a guild with a whole bunch of people. Like my buddy introduced me to it. We ended up because he was playing PvP server. I'm like, dude, I'm never going to do PvP. I'd rather eat a bowl of glass than play PvP. And then we ended up merging servers because you try to go into a expansion and you're a PvP server. Well, you're going to fight if you're all going to like Blackrock Depths.
Oh yeah.
And they're all murdering each other trying to get to the new expansion. And then die because you're learning the raid, come back, rinse and repeat. And you're like, this is bullshit. We can't even play. So we had a merger of a PvP guild with our RP server. Shadow Council. I still remember that.
Shadow Council. Okay.
And then we were able to, start raiding. And then that's the shit that I really enjoyed. I love the old man. I loved having the 40-man raids. And then PvP, I wanted the gear because, again, everything's aesthetics. I want to dress my Barbie doll.
The generals or whatever they were, the different ranks they had. Yeah.
I mean, I want that. And for the druid, I was like, that's badass. So and then this was before transmutation, where you could change, get something. And
you had to go get it. Yeah.
Then you had to go get it. I was playing before that. Now, when they introduced that, like my God, I still would have done the same thing just to get that gear, just for the looks of it. I love that shit. I thought transmutation was one of the smartest thing, or transmogrification, whatever the hell they called it.
I knew what you meant. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, you do those 40-man raids, and all of a sudden, I loved that PvP aspect. You'd leave, and a raid be going like 3 days later. The same raids are going back and forth, Alliance and Horde, and I just love that aspect. I love coordinating that many people. Going into like the PVE raids. Doing like any of the Blackrock Depth stuffs, anything where you're trying to fight something and you're coordinating, everybody's in groups of, teams. You got your healers over here. Okay. You got your DPS. I love that aspect of it. And then, boom. Then I finally stopped.
How long did you play for? Like what was the last expansion you remember, like being part of or whatever? Or are you still playing?
No, I stopped. And it was when they were like, hey, we're now going to introduce this new zone, and now you can't fly anymore.
Ah, yes.
I'm like, okay. I'm trying not to use profanity on your show. Get fudged. Go fudge yourself. And
There you go.
I've been getting tired, man. I was running the guild at the time, and the people are what kept me going, man. I mean, I still have friends, that
Yeah.
to this day are awesome people. And we all hang out, and we all talk. But I mean, coordinating raids and scheduling all that. I mean, it was becoming more and more work. And then World of Warcraft at the time was dipping as far as I was concerned. I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I gotta ease off and stop. And I haven't gone back since. There hasn't been anything tempting me until this show as we're talking. And I saw that what was it? It's World of Warcraft Midnight. I think that's the new expansion.
Yeah. The one with the housing is all I know about it.
I was like, what's this? What's
Yeah.
happening here? Because I love that shit, like in like Morrowind, with those games, like Skyrim. I loved being able to sit there and go make a house, or like, this is my place here, and I put all my stuff in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh, absolutely. I heard that, and everyone's been waiting for it forever. And then I heard they're doing microtransactions for all the things you hang on the wall and all the little pieces of furniture. And I was like, oh, I
They
hate
gotta
it.
make their money,
And I
and
know
I
I'm
get
going to
it.
be tempted to spend hundreds of dollars on stupid little things that I'll never see again.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I don't know if I can do it. They got to tempt me some more somehow. I'm sure they'll figure it out, but
Figure it out.
not that yet.
It's the name of the show.
Yeah.
Yes, Triple D, I am in here. Yes. There are some shows I haven't been on. I don't know what they are, but I'm sure they're out there. What snagged you into getting into World of Warcraft? Do you have buddies, or what happened?
So I started, I think, a month after it launched, and it was begrudgingly. So I was in college at the time, and one of my roommates across the hall told me about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you just got to pay $50 for the game, and then you pay every month." I'm like, "What? I am never paying every month for a game. That seems the stupidest thing that anyone could ever do." Like, nope, not going to do it. And I went home at Christmas time, and I remember seeing it and seeing like, oh, first month's free. I was like, well, that's about how long I play any other game. Like, I'll just play for the first 30 days for free and then cancel it, never to go back again. And I never canceled it.
And then it's like 3:00 in the morning, and you're fishing. You're like,
yeah.
Which, by the way, when I was
hated
doing that
fishing, that was not my thing. But yeah,
I said that initially, and then I was like, it was one of those things where I'm like, I don't want to do anything except I just want to fish, and I just want to hang out in this virtual world and just fish, and it was relaxing.
Yeah. So I was a lot like you. Of the people kept me going, kept me there, and I didn't even. You don't necessarily realize that until some of the people start falling off and not coming back, and you're like, I don't really want to play as much anymore. Like, oh well, the game hasn't changed that much. Like, all the new things they add in the end of it, if you really look at it, it's the same game. And it's like, oh well, that's actually what was keeping me there, is the people and the friendships. And I mean, WoW's coming up on 25, 30 years, somewhere in that, something
actually,
like it.
That was a good question.
It's been forever. I know they celebrated 20, but I don't know how far past that they are. But
that was a good question.
We got hard into raiding. So I was the guild master raid leader. I mean, we were, I think, in Mist of Pandaria, we were like one of the top 3 in the world.
Oh, wow.
Now that was before like you had all the big names where they're being paid and games like that. That wasn't really a thing. I think maybe Method existed then. I know
Death and Taxes, I want to say, was the big one that I remember.
I remember them. Yeah, we were 3 for a little bit. I don't remember how long. But I remember seeing that, and we were all excited that we're number 3, like in progression on Mythic or Hardcore or whatever it was then.
Yeah.
So it was managing. Like I remember going through applications. We had a website. Like, actually, that's still active. I found it today. I was like, there's no way this is still here. And did a Google search, and they changed the URL because it was through Wix or something. They changed how that is, and it popped up. I'm like, holy cow, it still exists. I don't know hopefully no one's still paying for it. I never paid for it.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, this all before Discord, right? You were playing before that was a thing.
Yeah, we used TeamSpeak, and there was something else in there too. There was another one. They're all kind of the same thing.
TeamSpeak is what we ended up using, and then Discord was starting to get introduced
Yeah.
as I was getting ready to leave and phase out.
There
I'm
was
like, I
something
don't want
before
change.
TeamSpeak, and I remember the big thing that we always hated is whatever it was before TeamSpeak, the technology was so low that only one person could talk at a time. That if somebody else talked, it would cut off the first person. So when you were trying to explain things, you had to mute everybody. Otherwise, it would cut in and out because it just couldn't handle it. And so I think it was TeamSpeak that then you're like, oh, wait, more than one person can talk. Like, oh, that's amazing. Like, doesn't cut people off. And I for whatever reason, I remember that conversation of like, yes, we're upgrading. Like, everyone download this. And yeah.
Did you use, what was it? Dragon points? What was it called? Something DKP or something like that?
DKP, yeah.
Dragon kill points or something like that.
Yep.
I can't remember if we ended up doing that because as our guild grew, it was a whole thing. We didn't do. We weren't a raiding guild. We were a guild that raids. Right. That was our big focus. Was we didn't want to become a Ventrilo.
That's
yes,
what it was. Yep.
Bucking. It was Ventrilo. Yep. That's right. Talib, that's some.
Figure somebody would know it out there.
That is it. That was Ventrilo. I think we got rid jerk.
He just has to stop in every time and give you crap, man.
I love that, man. I'm not even kidding. I do. But yeah, that Ventrilo, I think that was what we stuck with. And we tried TeamSpeak, and I think it was something like that where it kept cutting people off. So we went back to Ventrilo, and then Discord was the thing. Oh yeah, we had chat rooms and all that, but doing the application stuff was so funny because we're still in an RP server. And I remember, I love my wife. She played too. Now she loved Horde.
Okay.
So she would do her Horde stuff, but eventually wanted to, to raid. And so then she started playing. But I remember, I can't remember what stupid name it was. Like it was like a sentence, I like pom-poms or something. And it was this girl that was playing. And I'm like, I'm not going to authorize that into the guild. You can't know. You got to have at least a role-playing name. Come on, man. And she's like, well, what if I show you my boobs? I'm like, okay.
And then I like pom-pom
too. And then I got a picture of her boobs. And I'm like, all right. Now my buddy, Byron, lost it. Because I had turned down his Fast Eddie. I fucking love Byron too. I'm still friends with Byron. And he's like, you turned down Fast Eddie, but I love pom-poms gets in. I'm like, yeah, well, she showed me her tits. What are you going to do? He's like, well, that's not happening. I said, well, there you go. I'm sorry. It's not fair. No shit.
It's now a bullet point on the application. Like, will you? Like,
sorry. We had a server, man. It was the website we were using. It was like, what was one guild portal? I want to say it was something called like guild.
Maybe
portal.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Put your own art up and stuff, in the early days. And like, oh, this is cool. Let's use this. And I remember we had a whole room where a lot of our female players would show off their boobs. And I'm like, am I living in the best time ever? Like, I don't know what's happening.
You went.
My wife was not allowed.
We went hard of like, I remember the one thing somewhere along the line, someone put in our application, like way at the bottom of, if you read through all of this, the first line in your application, you send it to us, needs to be, I love lamp.
Nice.
And we had so many applications coming through. Like if that wasn't the first thing, delete.
Gone.
Like doesn't matter who you are, delete. Like that means you didn't read our application. And I remember there were some people upset. Like, why didn't you call me? Like, why didn't you? And I'm like,
why didn't you read it,
man? Like, it is what it is. Like, you're welcome to reapply later or something like that. Like, I remember it being stressful. Like,
yeah, we would pull
people into like a group chat of all the officers, and like, I mean, it was an interrogation.
Yep, we didn't do an interrogation.
You look back on that, and you're like, it's a freaking video game.
We sat there and said, listen, we were very offensive. We did the whole thing. It's like, hey, if you're looking for a raiding guild, that's not us, okay? But we talked about like, if you're offended easily, don't join our guild. Our running joke was, and it was all the time, we sat there in every interview. I was like, if the following Helen Keller joke offends you, don't join our guild. And we tell a Helen Keller joke. And they're like, this is, we're just this things like that. I said, now something's truly offensive, reach out to an officer or whatever, but we're not really that offensive. But if you don't get our sense of humor later on, you want to leave, hey man, no worries, but don't jump in here because we're typically highly offensive.
And we just had an adult rule at one point where like you have to be over the age of 20.
Yes,
I think it was.
I think we were over. I think it was 18 for us is what we did.
Yeah. I think at one point I remember letting in a kid that was like 1 or 2 years younger, and like he had to really prove himself before we actually let him do anything. But I remember talking, there's still guys I'm friends with now who I remember having to talk to him about his girlfriend who ended up being his wife at one point, about kicking her out of our raid team because she was doing so poorly and having to basically fire somebody's girlfriend. And he's like, it's like, hey, she's not performing, kick her. I'm like, okay.
What was what was the first timed one? Zolgarub? Was that the one for the trash? I always call it the trash bear, where they had the bear just dripping with, So we sat there and tried that out, and we're like, this sucks. This is not fun. I didn't even want a trash bear. Like, I don't want that mount. I'm good. So then we dropped it, and then we had one of our guild members, Physis, was like, hey, do you mind if I find enough people, if I can find 10 to start doing these timed raids? I'm like, yeah, man, if you schedule it up, recruit it out. If you need help, let me know. I mean, because I don't give a shit. So, I mean, I'm one less person that's going to roll in that bullshit item. And so we ended up, we fired it up. And this is after months, man. We let everybody know, hey, we're going to start doing this. It's timed raid. This is what we're going to do. Everyone's going to keep it, real tight. Well, oddly enough, that was a lot of trial and error, and you had to build the right team. And then that team, kept it like have one person leave, come back in. It had to be consistent to learn that timed raid. So then we got it down to a science, and we started kicking ass. Well, guess what? Everybody in the guild's like, well, I want a trash panda. We're like, okay, well, now we got to have someone to step out. Now we got to make sure this initial team gets all their trash bears. Once they get them, we'll rotate somebody in if that's okay with, the guy who put it together. And P's like, yeah, no problem. And you rotate one person in, guess what? Sometimes you didn't win. But yeah, well, that sucked. That was a failure that night. We'll try again next week. Because it didn't mesh. Like we needed one DPS that we really had to have our DPS on point. You had to have a healer. But I remember fighting outside of a restaurant. They're like, well, I haven't been in and this is bullshit. My wife goes, I'm not allowed in that raid either because I'm not good enough, so you can shut up.
I remember that
she
one.
Got it, man. She understood. Like there was those times where I'm sitting there, I have to mute the mic and go, honey, I really need you to do step up.
We got to the point in that raid. I remember we could do it. We could 8-man it or whatever it was. We could do a couple man down. Yeah. And we did that on purpose. So okay, well, we can drag a few people behind us, and we just hey, for this one, you stand outside. We don't need you in here messing things up. We don't need you doing anything. You stand outside. We'll kill it. We all have our mount already. Yeah. And then you can roll on it. We'll all pass and we'll move on.
I still think I do. I'd have to log on to my character. I don't even know if it's still a thing. Oh shit. I even had the key, the digital code thing, right? On the keychain.
I have it somewhere. I think the battery's
I never upgraded to anything. So I tried logging in again. I was like, you know what? I might just try logging in. Well, that thing's dead. And there's a whole process that I didn't want to go through to try to get the account back. And I'm like, man, I'm good. Screw it.
I forgot about those. The authenticator. You actually sent you an authenticator. Yeah, man. Now it's just an app, and I don't even know if I have mine set up anymore because it was a pain trying to use them. Just unlink this thing. Someone hacks my account, so be it. Whatever. I don't care.
Now
I can't get my card, get my stuff. That's fine.
Yeah, I do. The thing with, and this was all again the authenticator. I'm everything was physical. There wasn't a digital download until shit. I can't remember what expansion that was, but because I remember we would all go out to buy that game at midnight. We couldn't wait to get the physical copy. And that's what killed me is you walk in and it was Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull was playing at Best Buy. It was Best Buy or it might've been Walmart. I think
Okay.
Walmart. We had one that was open till midnight, so I went over there.
GameStop. We would go to GameStop and they'd open.
I never
for
went
like
to
an hour
GameStop.
or something. Yeah.
They have special hours and open up.
Yeah.
Well, you sit there in Walmart and you're like, "Are you getting the new World of Warcraft expansion?" Yeah, and you'd sit there and start talking with people in line,
Mhm.
including girls. I know this is crazy. Everyone thought, nerds played. There was a ton of women that played fucking World of Warcraft. It was
Well, yeah.
stupid. And like you talked about, it's one of those things when a wife isn't or a girlfriend isn't good enough to be in the raid or something like that. Or actually, we've had the opposite too. Where the husband wasn't. It was terrible. But typically, it was a girl. Sorry, ladies. But yeah, we sat there, and it was worse when there was a divorce, as you played for so fucking long.
Sure. Yeah.
And you're like, and also then they cheated on their significant other, their partner, with someone in the guild. It's like, oh, this is a fucking hot mess.
We never had that drama. Not that I was aware of.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
It just made everything very, very complicated.
Man.
It is. You're playing a game for that long, and then you bring people in, and husband. Yeah, people got married in the fucking game. That was the thing that really got me with World of Warcraft. Where the community has just kept that game alive for so many fucking years, man.
Well, and it's dropped by so much, and it's still one of the bigger games out there. Like just player base.
Yeah,
I mean, I remember it being in the 10 million plus at one time playing like active members. And now I think it's in the, I don't know. I assume it's much lower, like 4 or 5 million, but that's still ridiculous.
That's a ridiculous amount of people. I mean, it was worldwide. Well, it is still worldwide. I mean, that just became a staple.
A fair percentage of that is Chinese people playing the game.
Koreans, I know, are huge. They love PvP in Korea. So I don't know if World of Warcraft is still big in Korea. Because what was it? Lineage at the time. Like, man, Lineage was a PvP grind. And the artwork's beautiful. Like, it just looked like fucking Dark Elves, Drow. They keep dropping F-bombs.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, World of Warcraft was just this anomaly. Like, we tried Knights of the Old Republic. Or what was it called at the time?
It was the Star Wars one, right?
Yeah. It might have been called just the Old Republic or something.
It was KOTOR.
Like KOTOR.
So Knights of the Old Republic. I think you're right.
But we played when that came on. Oh man, it was great because we were looking for something else, and then we're like, man, sweet. And then you blow through all the content in like 2 weeks.
Yep, you're like, all right, the raids, and it like takes about 10 minutes to do what they call a raid, and you're like, oh, like all right, well now what?
So any of the Morpig, massive multiplayer online role-playing game. Mm-hmm. Any game like that, you're measuring it up to a game that had been out for a decade. And they have all that content.
It's not working. Yeah.
And you're like, well, now I'm done. What's going to keep me here for another subscription service? Because they're all like, well, let's do a subscription. Well, no, man, I'm not going to do that. When Star Wars did it, I remember the day I quit is when they instituted, unless you had a subscription, they limited your bank account. Your in-game bank account. Because I mean, people all the time, dude, would sit there and they're like, oh man, I need like 100,000 credits. I need 1 million credits. I'm like, yeah, I got you. They're like, dude, I can't pay you back. I'm like, I don't care. Like, what? Really? I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. So then they found out later. It's when I was like, guys, I'm done. I'm not doing the subscription. They're already going to neuter my bank account. They're like, well, yeah, but it's like 2 million credits. I'm like, yeah, I've got like 20 million credits. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah.
Lose everything.
Dude, I love that was the thing with a new game at the time. I cornered the market on lightsaber crystals. That's all I did. If somebody put out a better price than mine, I bought them up and put them back out there again.
So you were one of those guys.
I ended up being that guy in that game. I did that a little bit in World of Warcraft. But I mean, there's so many people competing or whatnot. I mean, you can make a little bit of money, but I could make a lot of money this way on a brand new.
We had one guy in our guild. That's all he did. Like that was how he played the game, was finances and economics. Of he'd log on, be in chat and stuff, talking to everybody, because I think we went to college with him, a couple of us, so like we knew him, and like he didn't raid. He'd come and do group stuff with us every so often, but he just sat at the auction house and made a boatload of gold.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he did with it other than buy mounts or whatever you did with it at the time. But like,
That's how people have
that
fun.
was enjoyable
man.
for him, was
Yeah.
logging on and seeing how many people bought his stuff and going and buying things up and whatever. It's like, fantastic, man.
It's like fishing. Again, there's that
Yeah.
deal. I knew people that just all they did just fish.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was some like one of the mini games, which I mean, on that that was inspired by like Final Fantasy, Chocobo racing and whatnot. But I mean, they had a whole bunch of mini games. It was like, man, this is fun. That helps keep the game alive. Mr. Young. Get
Yeah, there was a ton of stuff, and now I don't know. I've played on and off for the past couple years. Probably haven't touched it in the last year and a half, but like a month. Like I'll log in, do all the new stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Like I don't really know what to do now. Like I'll come back later and then just turn it off.
It's kind of daunting. I get why people sit there and go, well, I'm going to miss this, miss that. But leveling, I just watched Jay Bartlett. Shout out to Jay Bartlett, man. A few weeks ago, he started a new character up and just started doing just like quests and was trying to like 100% complete all these areas.
Oh, geez.
It is stupid how fast you level up now. Yeah. It is dumb. I mean,
I think you can level up anywhere now too, right? I'm pretty sure you can go in and pick like what expansion you want to level up in. Like you don't have to do it in chronological order like you used to.
No, that's like, cool.
Yeah, you used to log in and like you were in vanilla WoW in the starting zone. Like that was it. You had no choice, and you had to level up through each expansion. And like now, I'm pretty sure last time I logged in, like you can just pick. Like,
if that's true, that's really good for new players to get in.
Yeah, I mean it has to be for that same reason. Can you imagine starting in vanilla WoW now and having to slowly level up through all the expansions? I mean, there's like 10 expansions. Like, what? Like,
well, there's nothing slow about it. I mean, they'd already changed that as I was quitting. I mean, it is dumb how fast you level up. And now, well, what is the level cap? 85 or something?
They keep changing it.
Yeah, because I was like, when I was watching
100.
Jay, I was like, wait, why is it not 100? And they're like, he's like, oh, they actually dropped it down. I'm like, no shit, interesting. Because you just kept seeing that power creep. And like,
well, they number squish and like you log in one day and you're hitting for 100,000, and the next day the expansion comes out and you're hitting for 100 with the same stuff, and you're like, whoa, what happened? But they've got to do it so that numbers aren't, you're hitting for 20 gazillion or something, and you can't see the zeros on the screen. Yeah. So I understand they have to do it, but it is jarring when you're like going from one to the other. Like, whoa.
Well, it's like, oh, guy, are you to come back and play vanilla? No. The game is so much better. There's a reason. I don't want to play vanilla, man. That's stupid.
And there's a bunch of people doing that. The classic servers or whatever have been popular enough they keep going. So I've not played any of them.
Dude, that's like Minecraft. When everyone's, oh, I love Minecraft. You play Minecraft? No, I was here for Pong. I've been waiting to get away from all the pixels. No, I'm not playing Minecraft.
Now, I thought that too, but I played Minecraft for a long time back when it was like early access where the one dude owned it.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but before Microsoft took it over and all that.
Oh, was he Russian or? Oh, I can't remember.
No,
maybe he was Polish,
he definitely wasn't from the U.S.
Yeah, made mad money
doing it. Oh yeah,
crazy.
He made a bunch of money before Microsoft took it, and I'm sure he made billions when they took it. So
yes,
yep, he's a very wealthy dude, probably.
Unless he was very horrible with his investing. Yeah, he should be.
Who knows?
Dude, yeah, all kinds of memory unlocks, man. Thinking about World of Warcraft and the UI. I immediately, as soon as they allowed third party, and then you could play with your UI, I was all about getting everything. Besides rating, you had to have rating third party. You had to. But even when I'm just playing, I wanted if I'm going to stare at a screen for hours upon hours at a time, I want it to look pretty. Yeah. I loved that shit. That was always fun. Just pimp my Warcraft. I loved doing that.
The fun thing I thought was to see other people's screenshots of theirs. And you'd have like somebody that was like top tier rogue, like number 1 DPS in the world, and he's playing with like a little tiny thing like right here in the middle and nothing else on the screen. You're like, how are you doing that? Like you have 4 buttons right there. Oh, well, everything else is shift and I don't need to see them and I've got it all memorized and like, whoa. Like
I was
I'm
a
not
button
that good. I
clicker.
needed all my buttons.
I'm a button clicker, man. I couldn't. All my other friends, that first person shooters and shit, Doom and Halo and everything, they're all just typing. Nah, man, I can't do that shit.
You can't do
I
that.
was
Now
I was a button
I had
clicker.
everything bound, but I need to see it. Like for whatever reason, it
For
didn't
the
click in my head of
cooldowns
like,
and
yeah,
everything.
I need to see like, oh, I clicked that. Yeah, I see that I clicked that. So that I know that, yeah, I pushed that button. I have that cooldown, that trinket, whatever it is. But I had to have it up there. I had to see it.
Oh, I did.
And
I
there was a
forgot
bunch
to
of people
ask.
that
So I
didn't.
did Alliance. What did you play?
So I did both. So
You did both.
our guild would move around based on queue times for getting in and the griefing because we were always on PvP.
Okay.
But at one server, I forget, we were Alliance. We started out as Alliance. And that's what I always gravitate towards. Similar to you, like the good guy kind of deal made more sense to me.
Yeah.
But there was a point where Alliance was like outnumbered like 9-1 on the server. And like Horde groups would camp outside of the instance. And you
Yep.
used to have to, I think now you just spawn inside when you die or something. But you used to have to, you'd spawn outside and have to run all the way in. And
Yep.
your entire raid night would be gone because there'd be a whole guild out there just camping.
Yep.
And you couldn't get in. So we would transfer. Like it was a big deal because you had to pay money. It was like $30 a person and like all this stuff to be like, yeah, everyone has to transfer. And we transferred servers. We went all over the place, but it was always, our guild was Dumpster. I don't know who came up with that. It was before I was the leader,
Dumpster.
but it was Dumpster. Yeah, it was our thing was where the trash goes to die. And I guess at some point, I think where it came from was when we first started, when that guild first started, they had a hard time killing bosses, but the trash was easy.
Yeah.
So they became the Dumpster of that's the trash. Kill the trash, couldn't kill the bosses. I don't know.
Oh man, that's funny.
That's still our website, it's Dumpster Guild.
That's
Man.
cool.
That's crazy. Yeah. 20 years.
Yep. 20.
All right.
Maelstrom was ours. That was ours. I can't remember who came up with
Okay.
Maelstrom. And then I think there was a server called Maelstrom too that they introduced layers.
Yeah.
They'd add servers, It never seemed like they ever took servers away until maybe towards the end for me.
Yeah, I think
And
they
then
have recently.
And then they were like their population.
That's yeah, like if the game starts taking servers away, everyone sees that and they're like,
Mhm.
oh, we just got merged. That means the game's dying and everyone starts quitting. So I think what they ended up doing was instead of merging servers, it was more fluid than that, where if your server was real low, well, you'd kind of merge with this other high pop server. And so you'd be in an instance and you could see other people from a different server. And I think that was their trick around it of, I think they probably slowly did kill some servers, but didn't say anything about it.
Well, I think one of them was I know they did that rebalancing where you'd have 9-1, of whatever faction. And they're like, okay, we're going to get you over here now to get a little more balanced.
Yeah, they'd
out.
offer like free transfers and stuff for a certain server. I remember
Oh,
that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
I
we
forgot about
took
that.
advantage of that one time of like, yep, let's go
What's up,
and
Zim?
transfer somewhere else.
And yes, we did get old. I saw that. Yeah, we're very old.
Yeah, put that one up there. All right, we got through that part, so let's talk about some WoW toys because they have existed.
Yep.
Not as big as I would have expected for that big of a game, at least not that I remember. So maybe you know of some that I don't remember, but for that big of an IP, I can't believe like even Hasbro, like some of the big companies never seem to jump on it. And they've got a ridiculous amount of characters.
But after seeing what happened with Fortnite, I mean, now Fortnite isn't been out as long as World of Warcraft, right? But that's what blew me away. Like Hasbro, I mean, McFarlane has some awesome Fortnite figures, and man, they just didn't move. I mean, they all went clearance. I was like, that's
they don't.
crazy
I don't
to
think
me.
Fortnite doesn't have like characters, like storyline, where I feel like wow, like Illidan, Gorosh, like you got a lot of really big names. You could make that guy.
Yep.
Like I have to assume that would sell. But
That's where my whole thing was. I assumed that was going to happen just because, yeah, it had been out for so long. And it's convoluted with the fucking lore. But that said, there's lore. I mean, there is a story that's progressed, through all, the expansions. But I was also getting into toys at that time. Like, I'd always been picking up stuff here and there, Hobgoblin, here's a Marvel Legends, I'll snag that. Here's a Punisher, I'll grab that. Where I wasn't actually looking for Warcraft stuff, not until recently with all these third parties that we'll eventually talk about.
they've got some,
but like the statues, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, Blizzard came out with some of their own stuff, which I don't have in any of the slides or anything, because they were, as far as I'm aware, all statues or Funko Pops.
Yeah. Yep.
That was it. Like, you wanted something wow to put up on your shelf, you had statues, which were crazy expensive, most of them.
Yep.
Or Funko Pops.
Yep.
That was it. So the first one, though, let me see if I can. Oh yeah, the first one I remember. It's not really a toy, not really an action figure.
Oh Jesus,
figure prints. Because I remember these guys coming out way before 3D printing was really a thing, but that's what they were doing. Correct. So I don't know what machine they were using at the time, some big industrial thing that probably cost them $1 million. I don't know. But you could give them your character login somehow, or like you could give them your model and they would print it how your character looked with its armor, with its weapons. I think you could pick a pose. Like, I remember going through and selecting all the things, but they were $150. And at the time, I'm like, yeah, I don't have $150 to put towards this.
Yes. Figure prints, man. When you said it didn't click, I was like, I remember that. Not until I saw that little, that globe, right?
The bubble. Yeah.
The bubble. And I'm like, oh shit, figure prints. That's right.
And they're still out there. They're owned by another company now. They still have a website. You can still order them.
Oh man.
Even with Mikey, 3D printing now, that I feel like, guys, I don't know that they're worth $150 still, but apparently somebody's still buying them, at least enough to keep the website open.
Yeah, this was all before 3D printing was as widespread as it was. I mean, this was, you owned a 3D printer, it was several thousands of dollars to own a 3D printer.
Yeah. I remember when I worked at the toy company, Greenlight, we called it wasn't 3D printing at that time, it was rapid prototyping. And I remember talking to people about rapid prototyping, but it was 100% 3D printing.
Oh, wow. Like, they haven't heard that terminology.
Yeah, like when we'd get them, like at the time you don't know, but I remember back, I'm like, well, that was exactly what my 3D printers were doing. Like they just had them, whatever, maybe they cost $10,000, $20,000, something you couldn't buy as a company, even a smaller company. You're not investing in that. I assume they were doing something.
Yeah, figure prints, dude. That's a time capsule right there. I completely forgot about that.
That was the first one I remember of a toy. When it really isn't. It's a statue, but it's close as I could remember the first thing that was like, oh, you can own a character, a piece of this or whatever.
Yep. Dressed just how you like. I mean, it's your character. So, I mean, there was a big draw for it. And they're like, how much?
I'm sure they made a boatload when it first came out, because there was no one else was
there
doing
was
that.
No competition. There was nothing.
No. And from what I know, there is no competition still. Nobody's doing this kind of stuff, even for other games that I've ever seen.
Man, if they're doing it, I haven't heard. It hasn't been on my radar. I'd definitely be interested if that's out there and hear about it. Make sure to let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah, somebody's probably got to know it's out there somewhere. JMK stopping in.
Mikey,
what's up, man? All right, second slide before we get into things was actually when I worked for Greenlight Toys, we would pitch ideas every couple months or whatever. And way back, I think this was like 08, 07, 08 when I worked there, I pitched an idea to make World of Warcraft cars. So similar to like Hot Wheels does it now with Marvel, where it's a random whatever. It's a Camaro, or it doesn't matter what the car is, but you do the paint
sometimes
scheme,
a van or whatever,
Iron Man or something. Yeah. So I pitched this, and I still saved the artwork from it. I remember sitting in the thing and like, oh, we're going to do it like this Paladin tier 2 at the time was like a big deal. And like, we can do it with gold and red. And everyone thought I was freaking crazy until I said, or they said, well, how many people play this game? I'm like, there's 10 million people paying $15 a month right now. And they're like, what? Yeah. So we actually, I remember we talked to, I sat in with the CEO at the time and talked to a representative from Blizzard.
Yeah.
And we were in the middle of licensing them, and the green light got bought.
No.
And it just killed everything. So I was like, all right, well.
Oh, well.
I was super excited, and WoW player. I'm like, oh, I get to work with Blizzard. Like, oh, that's freaking cool. And
then you're right there on the cusp of it happening. You're like, I think this is going to happen.
Yeah, I remember being called into the guy's office, and he's like, hey, I need you to come here. And I'm like, oh, crap. Like the president, CEO of the company wants me. And he sat down. He's like, hey, I'm on hold right now, but I got one of the marketing guys from Blizzard on the phone. Like, what?
Oh, I'd have lost my shit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So that's my little plug of, hey, look, I
what
tried.
Almost happened again, man.
Yeah.
You got to keep doing it. You got to take those shots, man. Yep. And you wonder, like, how would that have taken off? Because again, you watch these and you're like, are there enough people that would have thought at the right price point, like, I'll snag that?
Yeah.
Like if fingerprints had been more, had been cheaper. Which I'm sure that wasn't possible. But
yeah, who knows?
I'd have loved to have had one.
Full color prints like that. Even those printers now are $5,000 or $6,000.
Yep.
To get one that can do something like that. So who knows? So we got to put this my one slide of McFarlane toys, and it's because I despise them, not because of McFarlane. I like a bunch of his stuff. Yeah. Is that out of everything he could do, out of all the main storyline characters, he does this.
Yep.
And just releases them in multiple colors, non-articulating, like swing and a miss to me.
Like what?
Such a big IP.
What goes into the thought process? They're like, listen, we can't let you do articulated action figures, but we'll let you do statues.
Yeah, and why? It's not like, oh, well, so-and-so out here, Hasbro or somebody, has the license for articulation, and they're doing it, so you can't. That I could get. Nobody was doing anything.
Nobody.
I
do, man. I don't know. I would love to have this so if Todd goes to ZoloCon, I'd love to have those conversations like, hey, why?
He's like, why? What? Anything. Pick a topic. Just answer why. Just explain yourself, sir.
Yeah, the World of Warcraft thing, and like you're talking about the selection he picked.
Yeah. I mean, you have the storyline of characters, like, and you picked random armor outfits, make them in random colors that kind of sort of were the colors, but kind of not. Like, I don't know.
You can't army build it's all static. It's just like there's no miscellaneous poses, no nothing. Like even if I still wouldn't have got him if they were like, 3 of the same color or something, but they're in different poses. You can mix it up. I still wouldn't have bought them, but you could at least maybe justify it.
I saw them multiple times. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then you pick them up and you're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah. Again, and if because these are army builders, this isn't anybody famous. This isn't, the big draw that you want to snag where you could justify a statue.
Yeah. It's not Arthas or something like, why didn't you do that, man? Like, would they not let him?
Yep.
I mean, I have a hard time believing that, but
Hellscream. I mean, there's just there's a litany of them, the Lich King. I mean,
yeah. So speaking of all that, we get into the better stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
As far as I know, is fairly recent within the last few years.
Yeah.
You got him? Nice. He's one I'm looking for, and haven't found.
I bought him off 5K, man. And again, from a guy who played Alliance, as far as the toys go, I didn't want the toys for Alliance. Okay. It's just that the Horde just was like, man, these Horde figures are just dope.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to focus on Lobo in the back there.
Oh, there you go. That's good. Yeah.
But man, the Mithril, I forget what it's called, Gray Knight, because they keep changing the names of these things, right? They are smooth like butter. I mean, it is dumb on how well these figures move.
Yeah.
It's like Grey Knight. I don't know if it's the same as Mithril Forge. I don't know.
Well, are they made by the same people? They all seem a little different.
Like there's Hero Toys,
out.
which I think is different than Guardian of the Horde or Mithril. I mean,
okay. Then you got Haya Toys or Haya Toys or something.
Hiya.
And then there's one, the Wolf Mount, which we get to here. Was another, I forget what it was, another name under there. I'm like,
D20.
All these look the same.
It started off as D20 Studios, and then it became Fish Toys. And
Toys, that's what it was.
I think they might have changed it again for that for the Forge Master, the lava one. Is that the one you're talking about?
I wonder if that's a lawsuit.
Yes, that's what they do. They just change it. If it's unlicensed, they'll change the name and just keep bouncing around.
Keep them coming. I'll keep buying them from other companies. Okay.
That's a hot topic with a lot of people. Bobby Vallis talked about it before, but he'll also get third party. Just saying, unlicensed. Okay. It's one of those things. If I don't think you're going to make it, I've only got so much time on this earth, and now I'm like, these toys are dope. And they weren't crazy expensive either. Now they're going up, and you could even look at 5K today. The not Hellscream, their tribal chieftain. It's like a title this long is 100.
I got them coming.
How much was it? Was it 116?
Something like that.
I was like, oof.
I wasn't going to, and just for this show, and I'll show it later when we get to that, I bought one. And I was like, I'm just going to get this one so I can know what I'm talking about. I knew you had some, and I'm like, I just want one. So I looked through everything of like, if I'm only getting one, which one am I getting? And so I found the one I wanted. Second I got him in, I'm like, oh, man.
He sold out. He wasn't earlier this morning. I looked this morning.
Oh, is he?
He is sold out. Mine in 150, 149.
Oh, no, I didn't. I don't think I paid that much. So maybe I didn't get it from 5K. I was bouncing between a couple different sites.
Yeah,
I think I have 3 more coming in from different places.
Yeah, so I need to start looking. But yeah, when I saw that one, I was like 116. Wait a minute, I would have bought that. No, sorry, 150. I'm like, God damn, but it's really good.
Yeah, all
Hero Toys. Hero Toys has been one they've kept that name for a few of them, and I couldn't find them. I had one of the orc, like a samurai orc. He's really good. So Hero Toys is quality.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Memory Toys.
I don't know where he is. I think he's in my bedroom. That was another figure I forgot to grab.
You got him?
This Charmin, right? Because they intentionally misspelled the name. Like, that's a warlock. What do you use? Like Necromancer Charmin is what they spelled it like. This was Toy of the Year for me last year.
Okay.
That thing is dope. The imps, I think I've still got the imps over there. The imps are cool as hell. If you got the deluxe
pictures of the imps,
they had a little I think I got one somewhere. I'll stand I was like, I immediately I got a couple of, I bought one imp by itself, but
okay.
Yeah.
Those guys are cool.
The imp is just so awesome. It's just got enough articulation that I like it. It reminded me of the comic book, The Darkness, with all his little gremlins. I'm like, I'm going to get at least 2 of these little guys. This figure, dude, the light up feature on it. I remember Articulated Ninja showed it off. And I was like, holy shit. I already had it on order. And then I couldn't wait to get it. But I mean, it wasn't fast, but 3-4 months. Yeah. No, it was longer than that.
Okay. Did you pre-order it then, or?
Oh, I pre-ordered it. Okay. And I think so. Then, Memory Toys, Medi Toys, again, same damn company.
Same thing. Yep.
Their figures are amazing. The construction, the engineering on this is dope. The number of accessories you got with this guy, stupid.
All of these guys, the accessories are nuts. Like just the 2 now that I have here, accessories that to me aren't even meant for that character, but some of them that like in the game made sense to go with that character because that's what they dropped or something. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
this guy's not going to hold this, so it's intended for you to get other characters and add like.
Well,
That's the way it should be done.
this guy's got one where he's got the head of a mind controlled orc, right? It's got this orc head and it's
Okay.
got this translucent branding, translucent purple energy on off of it that will fit on their orc bodies. I'm like,
Yeah,
holy shit.
like why aren't other toy companies doing this stuff? Like, yeah, like sell that so that then someone sees it like you and says, well, now I have to get the orc.
Yep.
So I can put this head on there, or now I have to get the orc so I can equip this shield on this guy, and it cross styles. Like,
Yep. Because I had skipped out on the
seems like
orcs.
the
These
greedy
orcs
companies out there should be doing it.
their orcs sold out fast, and I didn't want them. And I had, some other different ones. I say that, except now that head might fit onto my the 3 different colored ones they did: the Frostborn, the Wastelander,
Okay, yeah.
and something else. There was 3 different colors. I bought 2 of the Frostborn orcs. Those things are amazing.
Yeah,
I can't stress it enough.
I think I got one of the red ones coming. I think I got the one that they just said was USA stock again. Had a whole bunch, had like Manaroth's head and a bunch of different stuff with it that I ordered that one.
But you don't remember who you ordered it through on that one?
Let me see. I think it was Gundamit.
Gundamit. Okay, yeah, I use Gundamit quite a bit.
Yeah. Next is this guy, man.
Skipped him because it was Alliance, and I'm like, I don't want him.
So I can't find him anywhere. So he must have been gone. I mean, not on a site. Like I'm sure I can find him on eBay for $1 zillion, but the horse armor you can still buy.
Yeah.
And so I actually, I think it was 5K, I had it in my cart. Horses are sold out everywhere. I'm not going to buy the horse armor and not have a horse for it. So the horse armor still exists somewhere, but it's. I mean, that's freaking beautiful. I would take it without him, the horse armor and the horse. If I could have got the horse, that would have been coming. Yeah.
Yeah, for that, that was the one character I never cared on the Alliance side. I never gave a shit.
No. I don't know the story. I know the bits of the story I had to know to progress in certain things. Other than that, it was click as fast as you can through the story. I didn't care. I just think he looks cool.
What
sword that like breaks into or whatever? Like he's just got some cool stuff.
You give me the ladies, then I'm all for it on the Alliance side. Okay. What was the one where they looked like the Spanish Inquisition? It was like medieval Spanish Inquisition. Like they had the Pope hats and everything. Oh. They had, I can't remember her name.
Oh, it was the Crimson something
like that.
Citadel. It was like the church looking place, like the right.
Loved fighting there. I love the aesthetics. And those women, the dominatrix Inquisition outfits were hot. I was like, give me some of that.
Yeah,
I'd buy that.
Just the tabard, basically, like coming down. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Dope, man. Love that.
And they had the little hat, like whatever it was.
Like a little Pope hat.
That's what it is, but like, yeah. Yep.
You give me that. I bet they will. I bet they'll do it.
It's just a matter of time. How many companies, how many LLCs they make over there, whatever they do.
Now I didn't know this guy was Warcraft, right? It's not.
Well, Warcraft. So this is 2 separate ones, and I didn't know that until the slides were done.
Okay, gotcha.
So the one guy by himself up there is from something else. You could have fooled me that they were different, but he is from some other game. I forget what it's called.
It is based off a game.
Do what?
It is based off a game.
I believe, yeah, they called it something, a game or a comic book. I don't know. I looked at it just enough. I'm like, oh, that's not the same thing. Okay, yeah.
Because boy howdy, this wasn't Warcraft for me, but I pre-ordered this son of a bitch.
Yeah, and I think he came with extra stuff, so that's why I saw it and was like, oh, okay, like this is just the bear guy, and then you get all the extra armor and stuff. So this is actually the other guy's an orc, underneath without the hair and stuff, and then you can put all the stuff on him. And he's somebody in the game, a boss. I forget his name.
Oh, like in the cutscene. Oh God, I can't remember what that was. You know what? I wasn't thinking about that when he's got everything. Yeah. That might be right.
Because I think he was like huge, and you didn't really you know, when you were fighting him, you were like at his waist or whatever. Like,
God, I
you
forgot
didn't
about
really
that.
see him. Yeah. I think I might have more pictures of him later in the slides. Panda. I was a
skipped
panda
it.
for a short time in Miss Pandaria.
I skipped it. My one insensitive name, possibly racially insensitive name, was I dropped out of being guild leader, and they taught me to come back for Panda. I'm like, okay, let me come back. And so I made a Panda. So instead of Jawlin, I made him Jawrin. And everybody, of course, thought that was hilarious. And I had a good time. But this one for me, I don't, if they had a without the beard, I'd have been in on this one.
And I don't mind the beard. So it's the cloth, the soft goods that
the
are
soft
probably
goods.
amazing. To me, it doesn't look like any kind of armor in the game. Like maybe this is one of the actual characters. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But that was the part that I'm like, like I can't get into it. It's cool.
It's cool.
Definitely from World of Warcraft. Like there's nowhere else this is coming from.
Yeah, I did.
But,
I was like, this isn't for me. It's dope. The accessories were almost enough where I was like, I could get this and maybe I can get a custom head or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got the little dragon pet and all kinds of stuff. Getting a whole bunch in here.
I rest my case.
Rest my case.
Okay,
Gonzo.
What's up, Gonzo?
Is, slow going behind or something here. Because I just got a whole bunch of chats all at the same time.
Yeah, that was it's happened to me and Mikey the last 2 Fridays, where anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, all of a sudden chat will populate.
Oh.
It's
that one wasn't too far behind. Kung Fu Panda, so it must not be 10 minutes behind. Just
Willie Springer. What's up, Willie?
Ken the Band. What's
but
up,
I mean, when this came out, they were like, "Is there going to be a lawsuit between Kung Fu Panda and World of Warcraft? Like, what's going to happen here?" There was those
at that
talks.
time. WoW was so big, I don't think anything could touch it. With anything they did, it didn't matter. They could put freaking Iron Man in there, and they'd have been okay.
No, man, yeah, but everybody wanted to make Poe. In fact, I've got a custom Poe. I got this kind of a rubber figure. It's supposed to be a bendy figure, and it's not very bendy at all. But I'm gonna do a custom. More about that in the months to come.
Okay, I look forward to it.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Ken is not wrong. That Panda is probably the best one. You put Panda in Tekken, I'm like, this is stupid. The Panda in Jujutsu Kaisen, that anime
that's good. Well, when this top picture looks like you can take. I can't tell if part of his shirt's off or something, and he's got like some pretty buff arms there. I can't tell if the shirt's off or not.
To see, I'm assuming the cloth goods are removable, like all their other stuff. What's up, Paper Trail?
What's up, man?
Jersey Maniac Prime.
This one I got coming.
You got this one?
I did. After Miss Pandaria, my main for the rest of everything was a Death Knight.
Death Knight.
So this hit home. You would have had I seen him for sale the first time, he would have been my first order, but I didn't see him soon enough, so already had something ordered. But then I saw him, like, yep, I can't not.
I skipped out on this one, and I can't tell you like why. Like Frostborn, it's I don't know what it is. It's like I needed it to be just a little bit different. I needed some different paint apps or something. Get me some glowing effects. I really want Frostborn to sing when I see it.
Glow, that'd be cool.
This one just didn't snag. It's cool. It just wasn't cool enough for me to pull the trigger and get him.
Well, they could have done that, like that little frost thing off to the side. I'm assuming the Frostborn goes down in there. If that lit up and Frostborn was translucent on the ends, like the light would go up through it. That would be pretty cool.
Well, I mean,
the only thing I don't like, and I'll see when it comes, I wish the boots were actual fur.
This one would have made more sense if they did some soft goods just on the boots. I think that's also aesthetically it throws me off.
Yeah,
and it's Titan.
It probably stands better
because Titan Toys is something where I was like, I don't know who the hell that is. So there's all these factors that were mounting up to where I'm like, I'm not going to pull the trigger and get this one.
Well, I'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely
how amazing or not amazing it is. Yeah. Of course, right.
Dude, I can tell you what rating too, when Death Knights came out, it's like, guess what? Everyone now wants their main to be the Death Knight. I'm like, and
Yeah,
listen, I get it because what was it? It was Blood, Frost,
Unholy.
Unholy.
Yep.
They're dope for tanking, for DPS. I mean, it's just stupid. So I got why people would sit there and want to play Death Knight and start raiding immediately with them.
When I did that too and almost switched back because I was like, yeah, there's 10 million of these guys everywhere. And luckily I stuck with it. And like later on, everyone dropped out for whatever the new hot thing was. And I was I was like, I think the only main Death Knight in our guild.
Oh, that's surprising, dude. We had at least 5 people that were they loved it and just kept on playing it.
It's fun to play.
Yeah, dude.
Waited for years. Yeah. Who we got here? Benny.
Benny. What's up, Benny?
What's up, man? All right, what's next? The orcs. Here's the purple guy that was in the other shot without his hood and stuff on. So, do you have any of these guys? The 2-headed guys? I almost picked one up.
I'm gonna call it an Etten because of D&D. But for me, it's one of those things, man. This is dope. This is the I say dope. This is the game. Like they nailed it. Like all their stuff. This is right out of the game. I just didn't want it. Like as I'm working stuff in the collection, I started going with like a lot more of like, Forsaken, the undead.
Okay.
And I got some orcs, but I just didn't see a place where I wanted to work these guys in. But that one of the purple one, that one.
It's in a little better to the Forsaken stuff, like color wise and stuff. He might fit in a little better. Put the hood on him. So yeah.
I've got to look because that ghost axe, I thought he did come with the stuff to make that guy.
Oh, okay.
And of course, it's 5K, so now I can't actually get into it to see it. But I'll do some research on that one because I think that ghost axe guy does come with accessories to basically make him that.
Oh, okay. That could be then.
Maybe
that's where I got confused with everything of like, wait a minute.
I really do, man. I think that's right. And I didn't even, like I said, until you started talking about it, I forgot about those cutscenes with that orc that basically, caused a whole
he's got a name
war.
Yeah. This guy I think still pre-order. I did pre-order him. But an undead Death Knight.
Yep.
And Death Knight, although I don't care about the undead as much as all the weapons. I had every single one of those weapons, and they were like ones I used all the time.
So that was a big one for you. You're like, this is.
Yep, it was like I got to have the weapons, man.
What was the race? Did you go like Blood Elf or what'd you
do? When I was Horde, I was an orc, and then
Horde,
Alliance, I was human. That's really the only thing I liked playing on Alliance was just the scale. So it was a lot of aesthetics for me. So when Transmog came out, like I was in heaven. Like I wanted to look the way I wanted to look, regardless. And so humans just scaled with everything correctly. That it wasn't squished like on a gnome or a dwarf. And that's the only reason I didn't like undead was it broke all the armor to have like their bones show through.
You can see the
stuff, but I'm like, oh yeah, but I'm missing half the armor. Like I can't see what I want to see. Like, but these guys, the weapons, I'm like, yeah, I'm picking them up. If nothing else, just for the weapons, I'll put them on somebody else or just display him. And he looks cool.
It's one of these ones that they do a Death Knight. And so, they've done Arthas, right? They've done this one. Did they do a Tauren? I don't know if you mind if that's a thing.
A Tauren is in one of my slides. I only found one. And
if they do a Death Knight and it's a Blood Elf Death Knight, I'll probably do like the Blood Elf. That's probably what would snag me to get a Death Knight.
Okay. Now I do have one later that I don't think I've seen anywhere outside of a like gray test shot of a Blood Elf Paladin.
Oh yeah, that'll be dope.
That looks pretty cool. Yeah. These guys are supposed to be, but they're also tempting. But they are like even if you didn't play the game.
Correct. And you want to work it into your mythic legions or whatever. If you want to put that into a I think I got my first one and I wanted to work it into like basically a D&D kind of group I'd made with like Red Sonja. It had this D&D feel to it. These characters, if you don't know who they are, work right in. And again, Medi toys, memory toys, also Li Jung, because if it's licensed, like they have with the turtles, their turtle line is under Li Jung, but it's the same damn company, and they're amazing figures.
It's Chinese factories, man.
Yeah, it is. It's it's legal. This is the name, because then they're not going to change off of Li Jung because they got it licensed. So they're
well, they don't have to stop, and even if they win the lawsuit because China doesn't care about the U.S. lawsuit, they don't have to stop doing anything. It's we're going to make a new company and just keep production going. Yep.
Yeah, kids talking about those turtles dope. Like, I did not get them, but everybody that I trust, and again, knowing this company and having their product, yeah, man.
So I got Leo.
No, did you?
That's my guy, and I could justify the cost for my favorite. I don't know that I'll get all four. It gets, I mean, whatever. I'm buying 4 for these guys. So what
I was to say, yeah, these are definitely they're definitely not cheap, man.
So maybe some
Ghost Axe, by the way. He does. They have a hooded version on that Ghost Axe. Okay. That's one of his accessories.
Okay, so that's probably where I saw it and was like, oh, this must be the same guy.
Yep.
Yeah. So 2 different guys, maybe different accessories. That would be better.
He's got some different accessories. That the one you were showing off looks like that'd be the one to get for the Warcraft side of things.
Okay. There's the Tauren. That's the one Tauren I could find. If there's more, I just didn't find them.
Yeah, I was wondering if they do like a Tauren Death Knight, because I can't remember if I imagined that or I saw a picture of like one of the was it Shanghai like Wonderfest or something.
Yeah, that could be. Maybe he's coming. Yeah,
this is
they've got the main buck for him.
So I've got like the Minotaur from, was it Fury Toys, I want to say.
Okay.
I'm not big on Tauren. I love the aesthetics on Tauren. If they do one where they had him like a bison, I will purchase that in a heartbeat, because I think that looks cool as shit.
Yeah. Well, on these they have, I believe last time I was in a Tauren like trading or whatever, the amount of different horns and all kinds of stuff they have for those make them look like completely different animals sometimes, that I would hope anyways these horns are not molded into the head to a point where they can't just pop those out and put some different ones in and make it different.
Look at the accessories. That'd be interesting. That'd be smart if they allowed some customizations for the horns on these. But
yeah,
I mean, that's like what Paper Trail was talking about, kind of like this one right here. You don't care if this is World of Warcraft or not. You can use this for your Minotaur, for your Greek mythology. I mean, this guy's just dope.
Yeah. There's your trash bear.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Boy, howdy, did I not have to worry about ordering this motherfucker. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I laughed though. I saw it. There's a part of me that just wanted to buy it to go, I don't care about this at all.
It's not timed. You don't have to try it. You just swipe the card.
Done. Yeah. The Murloc on there is hilarious. Or Murlocs.
The little baby Murlocs.
Yeah.
The troll heads hanging off of them. Like, even the ones that like maybe you don't want it, like they do a freaking good job.
Oh, they absolutely nailed this. The spot on this.
I think you can take the armor off. I didn't get a picture of that, but I'm pretty sure it can just be a bear.
I think I've heard they come with lights too. Like they made some deal where they changed it up and they were going to offer it where this actually lights up on some of the armor pieces or something.
Well, I heard the tigers that I have later, those have lights in the armor. Those keep getting delayed because they're adding things or changing things. Oh, here you go. Very next slide.
Dude.
My order. Yes, dude. I want way too many of these for how much they're going to cost.
Oh, 100%. You have probably the coolest version of Battle Cat that exists.
100%. I pre-ordered the Mondo, He-Man, and Skeletor.
Yep.
I really like the way they look, and this Battle Cat.
Yep. I didn't do the Mondo. That's the only thing that was tempting me on Mondo was that Battle Cat, which is, I mean, humongous.
Well, so that's their biggest one, right?
Yeah. That's their 1/6 scale.
1/6 scale, yeah. I didn't get the 1/6 scale, the 1/12, the newer ones.
Oh, you know what? I didn't
get recent ones.
Do they have a 1/12 on Battle Cat?
Not that I've seen yet.
Okay.
I can only imagine they're going to. I don't know why they wouldn't.
But now at
But
this point, I don't care.
guys, yeah,
'Cause if I can have
exactly.
that one, then I'm good. And then the Frost, the one you had to, I can't remember. It was a rep thing. I want to say
Yeah, there was a terrible rent thing. You had to like kill a bunch of things up in the hills for like year. Like
the
it's so many to get it.
I think they were like Frost Panthers or whatever, but were invisible. You had to like murder those things to build up your
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, and you had
Stop
to hope
showing
no one
these. I'm
opened
on
up.
pain meds and can make bad financial
Oh,
decisions.
oh, just wait. These aren't the end of the slides, man. We got lots of bad decisions coming.
But dude, the LEDs on this too. I'm a sucker for
Yes.
LEDs, and usually I'm like, hey, leave them off to save money. This would make this thing that
And the
much
fact that
more
they're in the
cool.
armor and you can take the armor off, which means they're not, at least from what it seems here, they're not built into like the shoulder and limiting articulation.
Yep,
Pretty cool.
dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to see a price on this
Yeah.
because
It's not going to be cheap.
yeah,
Yep. Yep. But yeah, as soon as I was looking everywhere because like these say opens in December, and I'm like, oh, I missed it. Like, where can I get them? And then kept looking. I'm like, oh, they keep delaying it. I get it.
Instagram. Yeah, there was an Instagram post. Or like, hey, then now we're gonna push it back. We're gonna do this. I'm like, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
And it'll be interesting to see if they come out with all of them at once, or if they just drop one, let everyone order it, then another color, or if they just like, here's all 5, go for it.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or if they get in more legal trouble with Battle Cat and that one disappears.
I
stuff, they might be going after people harder.
I bet you they have this licensed. I mean, World of Warcraft Blizzard, I highly doubt they're going to run into problems with this one.
Oh, no, I don't mean Blizzard. I don't think they'll run into that at all. It's Battle Cat.
Oh, well, you're right. Well, this company,
stuff,
they're not going to give a shit. Fury Toys, I don't think they're going to care.
I mean, just do the same thing they did with the horse. Be like, this is just a green tiger. For an extra $20, you can buy this armor set that goes with them.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like all the Beast Deity stuff they do for like Dragon Ball Z, right? Here's your Beast Deity. Oh, it comes with this extra head that just happens to be
yeah. Not our fault.
Monster
doing there. Yeah.
Operation Monster Force or Eagle Force has done that stuff. You know, or you can make whatever you need by buying this other character to put this with that.
They'll figure it out somehow, and I will sadly click the button to buy on probably most of them. So I don't know where I'll put them, but at least a couple of them. Illidan.
Yeah, buddy.
You got one of these guys?
Yesterday.
Okay. Which one did you pick up yesterday?
I had skipped out on pretty much the first 2 offerings. Did you have the all black one? I want to say
I did. Yeah.
Chad, I'm sorry if this is loud.
So I got the all black guy, and he glows. So his tattoos glow with UV light.
Oh yeah, go big.
Which is really cool.
I like how I reflexively wanted to click on that to make it big.
Yeah. Like it doesn't come up on camera very well, but I mean they glow under UV light.
If it's anything like that shaman, that necromancer, it is stupid on how highly reflectable that is.
And his eyes light up as well. Can I turn it on? Oh yeah.
Yep, right there, buddy.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is so good.
So cool. Yeah. That's the one I got, and I was like, I can't not get more of these. Like I have to.
Yeah, so for me, I got that armored version because I was like, oh man, he's big enough. I don't actually have to cover up anything.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Now his eyes light up too, I assume.
Which I'm assuming he doesn't have the batteries in there yet.
Yeah, mine.
So the armored version, I was like, oh, I'll grab him and pop him out. I'm like, oh man, he's gonna have that whole head covering thing, but he doesn't. So yeah, I'm very excited. That was this third version they put out of Illidan, man.
So you got the Warglaives, but you got different ones than I did. So I got the original ones. It looks like you got like one of the legendary versions, Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So different than the ones I got.
Then what was the one on you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So I think these were the original, and then the ones you got were that one expansion where everyone got legendary weapons, and then you had to like upgrade them. I forget which
Yeah.
expansion that was, but I think
I
that was
can't
one of the
remember.
upgraded ones from that chain or whatever you want to call it.
Was he the one that said my body is ready or you are not ready or something?
Yeah, you were not prepared.
You were not prepared.
That's his
That's
thing.
right.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I still
You
remember
are
the first
not
time watching that and
prepared.
like getting goosebumps. I'm like, yeah.
The cinematics, man, are what really just like hooked you in.
They used to. Now I've seen people commenting on the more recent ones and showing some of what they call cinematic, and like literally two women are fighting and they just spin in a circle. Like they don't even
Really?
fight. Like I didn't believe it. Someone, Asmongold, I think on YouTube
Yeah.
was complaining about it, and he showed it. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me! Like this is like their big ending cinematic, and things move in the background. But if you look, like those two characters barely move, barely do anything. I'm like, where have we gone to?
God. Well, I remember, man, that was early collecting when they had this first one right there in the middle. And I'm like, oh man, that's dope. And then it was 1/10. And I'm like, oh my God, how big is that going to be? What? And then I didn't have anything World of Warcraft yet. And I'm like, do I want a space dedicated just for him? But then I ended up getting like a Forsaken and an Orc. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Well, okay, it's an all black Illidan. I don't want an all black one. And
Oh, but
then
he's
this
cool.
one came out. I'm like, fuck, I got to get it.
Yes, that one. Yeah, that's the one the armor I wasn't sure about, and it was for some of the same reasons you said of the helmet. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not the Illidan I remember.
Yeah,
Like it's not
exactly.
the
That's why.
visual in my head, but he
Yeah.
looks a lot better without the helmet on.
Yeah, that. Oh, there's another head sculpt in there. See, there's a lot of them too. They won't show you depending on what site
Everything.
you're on, so they don't get hit.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what the
So you have
difference
another.
is on that head sculpt that they've got here.
Oh, okay. So I think it looks like maybe they did the same two head sculpts with all of them. There's like an angry face
Oh,
and
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
calm
yeah.
face.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Got the
But
grimacing
still
face.
really cool, yeah.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh,
fantastic.
God. I'm so stupid. Of course, like I said, I bought all these here over time as they've been creeping in. But yeah, Illidan was just cool, man. I want again. I played a 9 elf druid, like Jolin. That was my big thing, man. I loved playing a druid, so I need that to happen.
And they haven't done anything with that. Like all the druid forms would be really cool. Like
And
the
I'll
cat
grab a
form, the bear
bear.
form, like all of them.
Yeah, whatever I need to do, you know.
Yeah.
I'll use a mount as a cat, or Guinevere from like Hasbro, or whatever I need to do to make
They
that
just need to
happen.
make a druid, and then each version of the druid they do just include another form. So
I
that
love
collect them
that.
all, people would want all the forms, even if they only like one of the figures.
And it'd be again coloring, right? There's always a different coloring on those things, man.
Oh,
And then if you
there's
did
so much to do. Yeah.
the horde side, get the tuft
Yeah.
going on.
Well, and the like the glaives with your guy, the legendary quest
Yeah.
one, they had 5 or 6 different druid forms
Yep.
that you can use all the time now. So a bunch of people, there's different ones like that. They have an endless supply of things they could do with this IP.
Yeah.
Well, with the lack of this IP, whatever. There's the
buddy.
wolves. The fire wolf is still up. I think maybe 5K or Gundam. I'm not sure which one. He's still up, and I almost got him.
I skipped.
I didn't. You skipped.
I skipped.
So are the other ones older?
Because I grabbed this mammoth over here.
Okay.
The bone wolf, like we talked about. That was D20
Yeah.
Studios. And I'm like, I'll just put my Forge Master on this guy if I have to. Like, this is cool. But again, I'm trying to cut back my spending. And I'm like, as cool as this guy is, would I ever have him on a mount? I don't think I would. You know,
Like,
anyone who
you
gets
look
that, I'll be
cool.
jealous
Yeah.
of it. It's just I didn't want to have it for him.
For him. And I think that one, if I recall, lights up as well. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
fire
yeah,
part
yeah.
doesn't light up.
Yeah,
I mean the wolf. But so
oh,
does that
same
guy too?
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
his
Oh yeah.
radioactive, you know, UV lighting again, it's hard to
Yeah.
see, but I mean, it is this thing in person lights up. It catches that UV light like no one's business. Is
Like no one's
really
business.
good.
So these other wolves, are these past though the just regular armor ones? They've done that in the past, or are they newer coming out? I don't know which one.
This the first ones that I've seen of this putting
Okay.
it like this. I'm pretty sure these are new.
Okay. Well, good. I still have a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good. Good. Murlocs. The
they're
little babies.
adorable on the
Apparently
baby
they got
ones.
adults coming.
But for the adults,
to buy
I don't give a
anywhere,
shit.
but I'm not going to get them, but they're cool.
Exactly. It's like, how much money
yeah.
do I want to spend? I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Now, listen, if you're only buying like a couple lines, or maybe this is your one line, go for it,
Sure.
and you are going to be very, very happy. With me, I'm like, my collection, the babies, just, you know, depending on how expensive they are, I was like, do I really want those? Maybe.
The only one I think I would be interested in would be the adult green, like the original color one. The green and red. Like, yeah, at one point that was a Murloc, like green and red. That was it. There weren't color options. There weren't babies. There weren't nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. This is now my number 2 line, only because I bought the one for this freaking podcast. Now it's my number 2 after G.I. Joe. I'm like, well, yeah, okay.
Wow,
have
that's
2.
awesome.
We'll see. Yeah. Go see which one catches me later.
Dark Storm Prince.
Yeah. Prince Anduin. No, this isn't Anduin. Anduin.
It should be Anduin, I think.
One of those guys. So this was the storyline. This was after I quit playing. I think because he was Prince, he was good, and then he went evil, and I don't know the storyline outside of he went evil.
No idea. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, he got corrupted by something. Why not?
Yeah, the two swords, the whole, you know, him. Yep, I like that's Anduin.
Yeah, that's cool. And apparently his eyes light up. Like that middle section looks like a cutaway of lights in his eyes.
Movable eye function. So a lot of them now, they'll
yeah.
give you a little deal, and you can actually, they're
like
really easy. It's not a magnet; it's a physical deal. And you said, I say that all the ones I've had so far have been physical, and then and they slot right into the eye. So it's not like it's one of those things, man. If it's like the ones I've got,
you in the eye and move
you
it.
put one eye, you got to move it, and then you got to put it in the other eye and move it and take a look at it. It's like, did I get it?
You got crazy eyes somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah. There's an art to it.
I'm sure. Or there's an art to doing it wrong intentionally.
Like, yeah, or that. You want those really good, you know, photos there.
Here, this got to be right up your alley, right?
Oh yeah.
You have either one. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then the one with the midriff, that was like, they show in the picture there.
Yeah.
So the midriff was the exclusive. So I immediately changed that, and she's very, very good. She's very good.
Yeah, she looks cool. Not my cup of tea necessarily, but again, it's the same thing. It looks amazing.
Well, and that was the first shot I also had at a night elf. So
yeah.
Well, that's going to happen, and I skipped out on the other one,
the other guardian of the Horde, even though it's not Horde. Yeah. I don't know her name, but whatever.
Yeah, because I was like, and it might be her alive as Whisperwind before she went Forsaken. Maybe, I don't know. But I was like,
storyline. Yeah,
I was like, I'm good with the one I've got. If I'm going to get another one, then I'd like to be a badass dude. And they're probably going to give him a gigantic beard or something, which mine was always clean shaven like me.
Well, the Night of, they did. It has to be. They have to be doing a druid. I don't know what class or race you would do a druid other than a night elf. Like initially, that just makes sense.
Because it'd be orc, right?
Can orcs be druids?
I'm
I know
trying to
some
remember
of those classes,
who all could be.
they
Who
limited
could be?
them. I don't know if they
back
still
in
are.
the day?
Because it was, I think it
Or
was
trolls. It was
trolls. Yeah,
Yeah,
trolls
that's
and
right.
night elves was all you could do. Now I think they've opened it up. I think you can be any class,
Everybody, I
anything. Like it
think.
doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah.
Like the what the space alien looking like guys. The started with a D.
Oh,
Draenei.
the
Draenei.
Draenei. Yeah, yeah. Oh, they're on here. There you go.
Nope. Well, there you go. Right there.
Yep, yep. Draenei. I couldn't decide here if this was. I didn't see it anywhere listed and detailed out. It looks like the same character that they just head swap, gear swap, and pop the knees out.
Maybe.
So I don't know
Yeah.
if this comes all as one kit because they don't have a lot to them, accessory wise or armor wise. So I don't know if this is a like, hey, buy one and you can make whichever one you want, or I'm not sure how this was.
Yeah, I don't know. And for me, I just didn't like the aesthetics. And then in Oaktown, I'm like, I don't know who Oaktown is. So yeah, I passed on this one.
They're a little too simple compared to their other ones.
Yeah, this one just wasn't hitting it for me. Now the Draenei version versus again that I don't know. It's got normal feet, so that one in the
You'd
upper
have to
left
pop them off at the
shots.
knees. I don't know. They could be completely different.
Yeah, but I didn't. The Draenei version looks the coolest, but yeah, just not for me.
And a male Draenei, I don't know that they could get to stand up. Like from what I remember, their upper bodies were gigantic, and then they're standing on these little tiny hooves. I'm not sure how you do that without a stand. So
take some liberties with them.
Yeah. Orcs.
Yeah,
There's
buddy.
a whole bunch of them. That was the other one I picked up.
Yeah.
So I got the
there
base
you go.
guy, but then these came with my Illidan. So I was like, oh, those weapons are cool. That shield, I remember that shield from Black Temple. So I picked him up. That was my second guy.
I can't remember when I ended up picking up that guy.
Yeah, he looks cool. I couldn't find any with that armor that weren't ridiculous on eBay or something.
But yeah, the head sculpt on it's great. But now here's the thing. I forget that. I can't remember if this was Hero Toys on this one. Or if that was the Guardian of the Horde, Mithril Knight, whatever the hell.
I think this one says, well, the red one says Hero Toys, I think, down there, and then the purple one says Medi Toys.
That's Medi.
It looked like the red one says Hero Toys down there in the little corner.
Because the fact that the guy in the middle, they got the samurai looking like one. Yeah. That was when I've got him somewhere. Apparently I've hidden him away somewhere. But yeah, he's really good. And I want to say he was also Hero Toys, but that says Medi on it.
Medi. I don't know. Maybe there was a red one of him too. There's a green one and a red one. So maybe one was with one. And
this was the green one.
I don't know.
But yeah. The orcs so far from both studios have been great.
More orcs. So yeah, there's the red guy.
Oh, and it says Medi right there. Yeah, that's weird. Because that's got to be the same figure. I wonder if Hero Toys is also Medi in memory. Good Lord, man.
Yeah, they're probably they if they're confusing us, they're trying to confuse the lawyers and everybody else. Like, who do we sue? Like, I don't know.
Oh, Gonzo was saying he has the other female figures from that line on the Draenei Gonzo. Let us know if they're any good.
Other female figures.
On that Oaktown deal.
Yeah, were there other ones besides those two? Those are the only two I found, but I didn't go digging for those specifically.
Well, and it's hard looking for this stuff, man, especially if you're not on top of it when it's coming out. Because I mean, there's probably other stuff that I missed because it doesn't say Warcraft. I mean, there's no common name.
Yep. There, we talked about this guy already. I ordered this guy.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
Like it was very close, man. As I was trying to choose between him and that necromancer about which one I thought was cooler. This guy just jumped out, man.
Yeah, he's cool. And again, the weapon. I had that weapon. I transmogged that weapon a lot.
Oh yeah, his weapon here, cool. This hammer is ridiculous, man. Yeah. This guy, get a little more focus there. Yeah, he again, it's butter. Like his joints, everything with this guy is just so good.
Yeah, I mean, so far I haven't heard or seen anything bad about any of them. Like either you don't like it or like it, sure, but I haven't heard any negative comments from anyone else or that I've seen anywhere else of like, oh, this guy's falling apart or doesn't move or is locked
Yeah.
up or
Nothing. Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
yeah. So this is my last slide of these, and this was all the stuff I couldn't find anywhere else that I'm assuming were pre-production, just released or something. So
Yeah.
they got the goblins down there, which they do. Some of those you can order or pre-order now. I didn't put that up there, but
I
they've got
ordered a
hog
couple of
mount.
goblins off 5K. That's been a hot
Yeah.
minute since I ordered those things.
Okay. They were still pre-order from what I believe what I saw, because I was thinking about it because they're pretty cool. But I did not see the hog mount or boar mount or whatever that they're showing there.
No, I do not remember seeing that one
So that must
at
still be coming.
all. I don't remember the girl up there.
Or it needs a flame wall.
I don't remember that Forsaken mount.
Yeah, I didn't see that anywhere, but it looks, I don't know if that's just armor to put on one of their horses.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Night one was, or if that's a whole new mount. I mean, it's a lot of armor if it is.
Because
But
they
if
had
you look
that
there, it
one,
has the skull head.
and there's the lion, like the one you were showing off earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
So I wonder if that's armor you can add on.
It could be. And then the judgment looks like a blood elf on the right.
Yep.
That judgment was like, yeah, it's one of those iconic armor sets that anyone that played WoW, whether you are a paladin or not, you know what judgment armor.
Well,
set
you
is.
had that for your car, right? Wasn't that judgment set?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so iconic, man.
Yep.
I love the summoning right there. That's
yeah,
cool.
and that's the only picture I saw of that. I have no idea if it's legit, of like someone's making it. It apparently didn't come with that warlock. I thought for a second, I'm like, oh, maybe that's part that came with it that they didn't show.
No,
So I
unless
don't know if someone made that or not, but they should.
Man, I don't remember if maybe it was a pre-order bonus, but the imps was on that warlock. So if he came with somebody, I haven't seen it, but it wouldn't shock me. He's already been out and gone.
Yeah, that would be cool. And I feel like he would be bigger than that. Because they were about the same size as the character.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know, but what cool or not, like somebody make this if you're not already, like you should. It would be great.
Yeah, articulate. I mean, if he had a ball waist and you could sit there and move his hands and maybe shift his head a little bit side to side, I mean, he wouldn't be crazy
like his shoulder in this picture. It looks like his shoulders are cut.
It does look like it.
Articulation or something. Maybe not butterflies, but
yeah, you wouldn't anything crazy. I don't know if he's got. It doesn't look like he's got anything at the elbow though. But hey, whatever. If it keeps the cost down, okay, cool. I'll take it.
And it could be AI for all I know. I don't know. It doesn't have the little watermark, but if it is, fantastic. Did a good job. Yeah. All right, those are my slides. That's what I did. Do you know of any other WoW toys that were out there at one time other than Funko Pops? I had a few of those. And
man, other than figure prints like you talked about, the McFarlane stuff. Jersey, what's up, buddy?
Jersey.
What are these two penises on the screen talking about?
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, man.
Yeah, I don't remember anything else. Yeah, the McFarlane statues. I'm like, well, this is an easy pass for me. Now I get it. Statues, I mean, there's again, especially in anime, like there's a ton of people who collect anime statues and whatnot. It's just that's not for me, man. It's rare. I mean, I've got a few busts, but nothing crazy, and it's got to be like a specific figure, for me to want that. But now, I mean, it looks like, I mean, it's really been building momentum on these toys coming out, and there's, like you talked about it earlier, there's so many places they can go with it. Like,
I mean, it's never ending. Absolutely. Yeah,
and if they're smart,
just keep making up new names, and keep it going, and not get sued into oblivion somehow.
Because again, man, I don't mind if Blizzard doesn't make any more money. Listen, I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Blizzard. You got a lot of my money, Blizzard. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All those microtransactions. If I can keep the cost down on that toy, I
Well,
don't
yeah,
care
they
who
can
gets
keep
licensed.
doing mounts. Just the mounts alone. There's an infinite number of mounts. It's ridiculous
Oh
how
yeah.
many mounts there are, and they've only scratched the surface. So
Well,
they
even
can
just
definitely do
flying
more.
back and forth, right? You could do your Griffin, you could do your Manticore. I mean, holy shit.
Yeah,
Oh, Vegeta's got
all
an
the
orc
flying ones.
knight from 2003.
Warcraft
Oh,
3.
Warcraft
Oh,
3.
Warcraft
Okay.
3 from around 2000. So maybe somebody did a line of Warcraft, but not World of Warcraft
Yeah.
characters or figures of some kind. That could be.
That's interesting. And back then too, when I was playing, again, I was getting toys, but I don't think, unless it was my character, like that figure print, like I don't think I would have cared unless it was like an Illidan. If
Yeah.
Illidan had released when that
Ah,
cinematic came out, I
yeah,
probably would have got
man,
Illidan.
what a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Officially license it and have the toys come out right after. Like 10 million people would have pre-ordered that Illidan. Same with Arthas when that came out.
Yep.
Whatever expansion that was, the Death Knight expansion. Like,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, they were making plenty of money. It's not like they needed more money, but
Yeah,
man,
I do.
somebody missed out on that licensing. That who knows?
I think
why
so. I
they
mean, would in fact, I'll say that would that have then jump started me back into collecting at that point? If that had come out during the height of Warcraft, and they had, of course, go back in time, it wasn't going to be the quality that we're getting right now. Like they didn't have that technology yet. But if they did, I think that would be another factor. That kind of quality figure. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Of course, then I've been like, these Marvel Legends suck. You can even make them like this.
And we'd have looked at $100 a piece. Like, I got to pay for my World of Warcraft subscription.
There's that too.
Yeah.
But inflation, I'm sure it wouldn't have been that expensive.
Unless
it was licensed.
Like $20. Yeah.
Unless they got licensed. And then
well, yeah.
So
and
what are you most excited about coming out? The mounts, the tiger mounts?
That one, the Death Knight, the Undead Death Knight, I'm excited again, mostly for the weapons, but because Death Knight was, I spent probably 10 years as a Death Knight, so
a decade.
Yeah, it's real sad. I thought about trying
myself,
to log in and do the, in game you can do /played, and it'll show you how many hours you were on that character. I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't want to be depressed today.
When it came out, I never did it. I didn't want to know.
I did it at one point, but I don't remember what it was outside of, I remember it was in the hundreds of days, and it was early on.
Yeah.
When I did that, like maybe Burning Crusade, like one of the first expansions when I did that. And that was the last
Whenever
time
they introduced it. And I'm like, I'm not looking. There's no point.
Yeah.
I know I fight with my wife when she wasn't playing at the time. I was like, I don't need to see how many hours, I'm spending. My God, be like back if you like see how many YouTube hours you've logged. I don't want to see that number for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy Jesus.
How much of my life? Like how many years? Oh, no.
How long I've been doing that? But guess what? But I'm enjoying it. That was the whole thing with World of Warcraft. I didn't give a shit if I was having fun with that. Like any of the online stuff that I've ever played, and I spent that much time, you're engrossed, like you said, from MUDs where it was all text driven. Played the shit out of those, met people I'm still friends with. It was in fact, the dungeon master, the guy who did the coding for it was Chris Beard. Now, of course, his game master was a little sprite called Nym, NYM. And I remember I got some update on Firefox at one point several years ago, from your CEO, Chris Beard. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that Nym? Holy shit, that's Nym. Oh, that's funny. he's a guy doing Mozilla. Oh, okay.
Oh, hey.
And it was just, again, had no idea. But I'd been playing at that. And then it was like City of Heroes was another huge one for superheroes.
Yeah. I remember that. I don't think I ever played it, but I know what it is.
If they'd updated the graphics, I'd still be playing that game today. Yeah. I absolutely loved. I couldn't get into DC Online. And
that's the one I was thinking of, DC Online, because I think it's still got not good graphics for still being around today.
Yeah,
it's kind of in the same boat of like,
it's been around for a hot minute. I
Yeah.
couldn't get into it. So I mean, and then again, Star Wars one. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Just needed more of it, right?
Well, and
Because
that's
the
the thing.
wife and I
All of these
love doing
games.
that. We are always waiting for a new MMO to come out
Yeah.
for us to,
And
play
there's been a
together.
bunch, like all kinds of not even licensed ones like Star Wars and stuff, but random ones. New World, I think, did well. But to me, I look back and I'm like, guys, you have the recipe. Like, you just got to make it good enough.
Yeah.
And I think so many of them try to change. Like, oh, yeah, but that I know 10 million people played that for 20 years, but we want to do it a little different. We're going to be cool. And it's like, I get it. You want to do something different and unique and special, but
Yeah.
it,
Here's the recipe.
it works. Yeah, it's like, I want to bake bread, but I really, really want to use Oreos as the main ingredient. Like, I'm just going to put those in because everyone likes Oreos. I'm like, it's not quite going to come out the same.
It's just not. So my hero and villain clicks from the collector set.
Is that clicks?
Hero clicks?
Are you talking about like little?
About?
You could change like little board game, but you could change their health or something. I think with the clicks.
Hero clicks is what it was called. CLIX. I bought a few of those because I would take them, cut them off the base, and then we'd use them for D&D games or whatever miniature game we were playing at the time. Mutants and Masterminds, if we were doing the superhero one. Yes, I'm a nerd. If it involves some sort of role playing, I typically have played something like it or something adjacent to it.
So I know enough about all of them that I recognize all the names. I was a nerd, as in I liked all the things and the stuff, the lore. I could care less.
That's where I was at with
G.I. Joe. I kept all the little cards. I don't think I ever actually read them. I kept them because I wanted the collection of them.
I read them. I didn't retain any of that shit.
Well,
as my head canon took over. Well, there's that too. But even I got a pretty damn good memory. But even then, at the height of me having it, I didn't retain a whole lot. Like cartoon, whatever. I just watched it. That's all there was. The comics I loved, but I still didn't retain. I have the memories. I want to say, like, I got the footnotes. I got the the highlights of it. Like, oh, I remember this happening, but every detail, hell no.
Yeah,
damn, Talib, over a year playtime in Final Fantasy Online.
I bet I had over a year in WoW, but
I
don't want to look.
If I go back now, I have not playing that. I guarantee you,
I know.
No problem.
Just looking at the website I found of our old guild, it was mandatory 8 hours a week of raid time, and then you had all the prep and everything around that. Like I'm pretty sure it's 4 hours a day, every day of the week, for years. Like,
and that's not even counting stuff like offline because you're still working on it. If you're, a guild leader or a raid leader, and going, okay, let's do this.
All the interviews and stuff. Yep.
It was
City of Heroes, City of Villains. Were those two separate games, or were those the same?
Basically, it was an expansion. City of Villains came out afterwards, and then you play as a villain faction.
Oh, they came with the little Clicks mini, so they had more IPs than
they had a collector set that came with them. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I definitely didn't have a Statesman. I think that was the main. That was like their Superman, Captain America kind of homage was the Statesman.
No, we don't want to pay the royalties or can.
Oh yeah, so they were all original, characters that they made for both City of Heroes and Valen. Oh god, I love the shit out of that.
Does it still exist?
I think they finally closed servers, but man, the costumes were great. Again, it was the thing that held it back was graphics. They had traveling powers you picked. Super speed was amazing. Super leap. Cool. Flying, they nailed. Teleportation was badass. Now, you had to map that to your keyboard. There was a mouse thing where you could teleport and click. I mean, that was the most intensive traveling power, but god damn, it was dope as shit. And then reverse, if you went deeper into it, you could use an offensive power and sit there and, get a mob across on a building, get on a skyscraper, and you got some villains over there, and you're like, and then teleport them halfway to you.
Drop them. Oh
experience.
yeah. Yep. I used to do that. Well, as a death knight, you could death grip people.
Death grip,
And
Jesus.
similar but different. And yeah, I do
Yeah.
that all the time on PvP. Like, swoop, see you later. Like,
Yes.
or a bunch of mobs are chasing you, and you just pull the guy towards you and keep going. Like, oh, you're dead now.
Yep.
Yep.
Get a maggroed. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God, man. The whole Leroy Jenkins thing, like everything
Oh,
that's
yeah.
so iconic that makes you laugh. Cause like you've had that guy, you've traveled what you either did a random with somebody that did that shit, or their cat jumped on their keyboard, they beelined it in, or a hunter would just hunter's mark something and fire off for whatever fucking reason. Like, what did you just do?
Oh yeah, and I remember going into that dungeon in that room, and like you see someone run into that, and you're like, "What? Whoa! What'd you just do?" Like most people are like, "What? He ran into the other room." Like, no, like,
That's not what
you don't
happened.
understand what that other room is.
Yeah.
Like you don't do that.
I
Yeah.
think one of my favorite raid leader, the first time I did a raid lead, it was it Blackrock Depths? Or no, Molten Core. It was Molten Core.
Okay, yeah.
So the very first time we did it, we had this, it was 3 different guilds because of a role-playing server. We had to get in, we weren't a raiding guild. So we got enough, we got three groups of role-playing groups together. And we did it. And so every time we had new people in, and our raid leader, Nanluin, shout out to him, he would give a speech, dude. I'm not kidding you. It had to have been every bit of 45 minutes to an hour. He went through everything. And then I had eventually, for the druids, I ended up becoming an officer in the guild. And then I remember Nanolin was going to be on vacation and he couldn't make the raid. And then randomly, I don't know, I think it was Mick Rockthorn. Nalen's like, hey, we're gonna need somebody to lead the raid. And then Mick's like, yeah, Jolene will do it. I'm like, what? I haven't even led the druids on anything. Like, what are you talking about? But I was like, well, hey, whatever. So we literally did. We sat there. So Nanelin's not there. And I'm like, oh man, 45-minute speech. So I was like, okay, everybody. All right. Everyone got, been Trilo at the time. Like, okay, guys, here's what we're going to do. Molten Core. Hey, has anyone not done this raid yet? And like 2 people said they hadn't. I said, okay, hey, go ahead, talk to your class leader, and they'll walk you through. Because like one was a priest, and I think like one was a druid or something. Or no, it wasn't even a druid. It was like a rogue or something. And like we had a DPS, leader. I was like, yeah, talk to them. They'll tell you what to do. Done deal. Does anybody have any questions? I'm like, no, because we've done it so often. Yeah. And then I'm like, now in officer chat going, guys, do I need to say anything else? And Mick's laughing. He's like, nope. That's it, man. Let's go.
Back in Molten Core, your rolls were simple.
Dude. We just rolled through the son of a bitch. Everything was smooth. And then Nanolin got back. It was a 45 to an hour minute speech every time after that. And people are like, hey, have Jolene do it. Have Jolene.
I remember Molten Core, I was a paladin, and my entire night was dispel.
Yep.
Like that was it. Like, oh, you're the dispel paladin, or you stay back so that you can res somebody. And you got to stay out of combat, or like all this stuff before they had those things. So like it was back then, it was stressful as hell then. But now you look at it, you're like, wait, I just had to push one button.
Yeah.
And there was 3 other people pushing the same button.
Yep.
Because we had to time the cooldowns and like make sure everyone could get like, okay. Like, and then modern rage is like, oh no. Like you got to do all this and then over here and then this phase and then you got to move. And if you don't, and like so much more complicated.
But then if you're in a group, then what they're doing, that's when I love being a druid and being a main tank too, right? So if you had like a 2 tank deal, it would be one of those things. Everyone's used their res. Hey, okay, you're taunt. Now it's time for me. I got to taunt the boss because whatever mechanic was building up, he was going to become berserk. I'm going to taunt him. I'm going to taunt him. You run back there and res. No problem. Which would help build up aggro anyway. So when he put the taunt on, I'd run back, res somebody, go back into bear form, main tank, and then there was a burn phase. Hey, I got him now. switch to kitty mode, switch to kitty, start tearing them up.
Go back,
I fucking loved playing the goddamn druid. Loved it.
Yeah. I just liked the complexity of all of that. No matter what class you were at a certain point,
there's an art.
Yeah. Like it was like when you looked at people that were better than you on whatever site you could go to and you could see top in the world, and I was there all the time and looking at like what spells they're using, when, how much.
Yeah.
You realize
put the research in. Yeah.
Like you used this twice in the same amount of time. I only used it once. And like if you do that every time, that like tripled your healing. Like, oh crap.
Because
like,
it was theory craft. They took the Warcraft and always talk about theory crafting, and I love that part of it.
Yeah, I agree.
Tell
you down here. Leroy Jenkins, I think so. I don't know what viral video clip would have been before that. I don't know where it would even have been posted. YouTube at the time that nobody really watched. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I've seen it viral versus like, all your base or belong to us, right? Like the running memes, but like a viral clip, it might have been.
It was a video clip. Like it wasn't a 2-second thing. Like they were all sitting there talking and stuff, and then he gets up, says it, runs in, like yeah. And it was on other shows. I mean, South Park did a whole thing. I think like the Leroy Jenkins as a term and everything. It's been on so many things that have nothing to do with World of Warcraft.
The first viral gaming clip is widely considered to be Leroy Jenkins uploaded to YouTube in 2005. So I'm interested in what else they would would be in the running for that moment.
Yeah. What else what was number 2? Yeah.
Yeah. That was, Leroy Jenkins is so fucking good, man. That was historical.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Caleb's right here, man. After watching Jay get back into it, it's really good.
Yeah. Black Mage. I never played Final Fantasy. I know it was a big thing, but I
love Final Fantasy.
WoW.
Yeah. Yep. Same. I just didn't want to switch over and then start all over again at that point with Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he talks about it. What I miss about the old more pigs, the strategizing that was required. Talb said earlier. Yeah, man, everything with theory crafting and strategies was so dope. You'd have like Death and Taxes or somebody go, here's how, we're doing this. And they'd put out a video. Besides gatekeeping, right? They were like, here's this, here's how, this is the success we had. And we're going to film the whole thing. And this was, if I was smart, we probably should have done that before monetization was a thing.
Well, yeah, now they live stream it, and it's a Blizzard sanctioned world race and all kinds of stuff. We were well before all of that.
All before that shit, man.
Horde in the World was like, on some website somewhere where they listed, and that was it. Like that's how you found out where you were.
Yep. And which was still cool. I mean, again, this was all back in the day, man. It was like, hey, we're third in the world, man. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, I remember doing that stuff and saying that to everybody, like, "Hey guys, right now," and everyone's freaking out, like, "What do you mean? Like, we're third." Like, I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, third.
Somehow our progression is there. Like, okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we went past that. We probably slowly dropped off as
well. Yeah, but still, man. Like, again, 10 million people are playing. That's a lot of people playing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know if 10 was their top. Who knows what their top was. It was a ridiculous amount of people.
Dude, I can't remember. There were some sites that we go find ours on where we ranked. God, in progression, there was. I think we broke. I need to ask. It's in my head that we ended up maybe top 100 at one point. Okay. Nothing crazy, but I mean, like for us, it was like, holy shit, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, then they split into 10 and 25 man, so you had 2 different raids.
Yep.
Now,
which I enjoyed.
Back, I think it's just 25, or I think there's just one size of raid now. I haven't raided since they changed all that, but
versus 40. I love 40. I really do. I know it's chaotic and I appreciate it, but
they re-released Molten Core, and I think they made it. Maybe not. I think they had a 10-man version. And then they had a 40-man version that, hey, if you want to go back and enjoy all this stuff, I think it was an anniversary thing they did or something, where you could get 40 people together, and they scaled everything up ridiculously, so you needed 40 people.
No, geez. Yeah, man.
I never had
love
any
that.
interest. I led the guild for I think we were exclusively a 10-man raid guild.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was, and that was so hard to make sure everyone was there doing their job. I'm like, dude, you couldn't do this with 40 people with this level of complexity. Like when it was, hey, paladins, you do this. Hey,
Yep.
druids, you just do this. And now, like 40 people, like, no thanks. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to even be part of it now. Like, no, because that one dude standing in the back not paying attention will screw everybody. And
One
the
person.
last 4 hours or nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
40 people. It's like, well, we can probably carry one, and two, it's like, geez, everything, like you said, scales like that.
Like you
It's
stood in the
so
fire. What are you
dumb.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The raid lead. Hey, by the way, guys, fire is hot. Hey, this spot on the
move.
ground that's not fire, treat it as fire. Do not stand in the fire.
And you've got the add-ons like boss mods and stuff.
Boss
saying,
mods,
like,
man.
Warning. I'm like, come on.
And you had to, if you
What are
raided,
you doing?
you have this mod. You
Oh, yeah.
have it done. You're not
we
raiding
had-
without that.
We had mods that would automatically somehow check that everyone else had certain mods. So like
Yep.
the raid leaders would have
Yep.
a little thing like up in the corner of like, oh yeah, all these people like green check marks and like, oh, one guy, like, why don't you have this mod? Oh, I didn't update it. I'm like, get to updating it. Like, what are you doing?
Update it, man. Get going. I mean, they made that, just it's a necessity. I'm sorry, especially if you're doing it, especially like a rating guild period. Even with us, you had to fucking download that shit, man. You fucking had to. I'm not good. I don't care. Not in my guild. You're not in our team.
Yeah. I want to say the last sword and sorcery game I played was Kingdom of Amalur on the 360.
You got me on that one, Ken.
The name of Kingdom of Amalur, but I couldn't tell you exactly what it was.
Amulor, the Reckoning, Kingdoms of Amulor. Oh, Amalur, Amalur.
Oh, so it was a little
action role playing game. Yeah, you got me on that one. Like
Yeah.
big, huge games. But yeah, that's
After
what we want.
WoW,
We'll talk
everything-
about it. It's like you want WoW. I need this and another MMO. Make it, and I'd be interested. But then you got to have content for decades now.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if you have the recipe right, just like again, I think Star Wars had it nailed. Just not enough content.
Well, I think they had it nailed until Endgame. I think so many places have an issue producing good Endgame that isn't too hard and isn't too easy. And it's, you
Well,
gotta
not enough.
walk the fence, but
Endgame was great, except there wasn't a lot of it. There was one instance because Warcraft had been out for so long. Go do this. Go do this. Go do this.
those same guys that spent 6 months leveling up first in Warcraft because it
Yeah.
took forever to get from 1 to 60 or whatever is the beginning. Well, now those guys have been playing for 10 years.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter how hard you make the next MMO, they're going to be leveled up within a week.
Yeah.
If that. Like they know how the game works, they know what to cheese and what not to, and how to get there. And like you got to have stuff ready. The let's launch this game, and 2 months from now we'll have the first raid. You already lose half your player base before you even come out with the first raid.
Yeah.
Because
And
people will be
Warcraft
up
did
there,
have
nothing
that
to do,
done.
and leave.
Warcraft always had the next raid set where we're like, okay, guys, we're not raiding for 2 weeks, right? And like the first 3 days, hey, we got enough people to raid. Can we raid? I'm like, no, we're questing. I want the story. I want to be able to get what I can out before I start going into raiding, because that becomes your whole life at that point. So can I at least enjoy the game? Just maybe 2 weeks.
Nope.
2 weeks, guys.
Got to create that second character to do your side stuff, that take your time, enjoy yourself, and then you got that one you rush up as fast as possible and sit there and wait.
But that's just it. Say I have that secondary character. Well, that's great. Hey, you're online. Hey, we want to raid. Okay, all right. Well, I'll get in my main. Okay, let's do this. I just it's like that breathing point, where I don't actually have to go watch a video like you're talking about. Go see who's doing what. Okay, what are they doing? Okay, what is the gear? Well, okay, got it. All right.
I remember at one point I had a character specifically not in the guild, so that it was when they added you can appear offline. You can.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're in the guild, and you still show up in the guild list, I believe. And so you'd make a character specifically, keep them out of the guild so that you could, if you didn't want to talk to anybody as the guild leader, especially, you
Just want to chill out.
5 different people like, hey, this guy did this. Hey, I need this. And like, let me just log in on this guy that nobody knows about. And I can just go and relax and do what I want.
Yeah. Because then you had online friends and they say, hey, you're playing World of Warcraft, right? But where are you at? You're not in the guild.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah.
Turn all that shit
everything.
off.
Turn everything off.
Turn
invisible.
Everything off.
Yeah,
Made an alt account and shit. Like, oh, geez. Yep. I say that again. We're talking about the bad part of the game, but no. I mean, a game that kept me enthralled for, I mean, God, I don't know how long. Over a decade, right?
Yeah.
For me, before I finally dropped off.
Yeah.
Yep. And then nothing has snagged me, you know, as far as a game goes, like Warcraft did. Probably the mud I was on before that, because I skipped EverQuest. EverQuest I didn't want to mess with because I was still doing that text-driven RPG, you know, multi-user dungeon of mud. I was doing that. I love the role-playing part of it. And EverQuest, again, it's the onset. It's literally the beginning of, you know, the MMOs. Like, here we go. Yeah. I'm like, it's not quite there. In Warcraft, like I said, took me 4 attempts before I finally got, you know, snagged.
I just talked to some of the guys I used to raid with. They're still in Discord, and I'm still the moderator of the Discord channel or our Discord server. And they were saying EverQuest, the original, still has servers and stuff active and live today.
Oh, that is crazy. I
can't imagine playing with that, I don't know, retro style of graphics now that games are coming out with brand new. But they say, yeah, it's still like original. I mean, however original they can be, original servers and
yeah.
Wow. Like, good for those people, like still chugging along in there. Like, oh, okay. Like,
nope.
Cool.
I'm good. I still remember that with like starting off the Star Wars one, and then you know they had like jumping puzzles. Like, wait a minute, I can't just fly and go get this holocron. What? Well, because that makes it too easy. Well, then come up with something else if I'm going to go find this stuff. Well, so then World of Warcraft's like, oh, you can't fly in the zone.
Yeah. You just can't do
off, dude.
Well, and they just put it behind a gate now. So, well, you can't fly until this next update. Then if you do this long quest chain and you did this, then you can fly again.
Oh, dude, that made me mad.
Yeah,
that made me mad. I mean, especially if you have when they initially is like, nope, we're done with flying. It's like, do you know how many mounts I had to grind, like rep grind or do whatever quest grind to get these mounts? And you're telling me, oh, well, they can walk around the ground. You go fuck yourself, Blizzard.
Yeah, they can fly on the ground like your dragons or whatever that are just like slithering along.
Yeah, man. No, dude.
Walking, flying, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, man, that made me so mad. I mean, that was just some excuses I was looking like, okay, I'm done. This time has passed. But like I said, I'm looking at that midnight. I might reach out to some of my old guild mates and go, hey, are you thinking about maybe doing this? What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I just don't have the time anymore.
That's just, and so now I'm like, maybe I stop streaming. Maybe I give up a night somewhere. I'm like, okay, that'll be mine. But it's always prime time. The raids were. It wasn't like, if you're raiding, it was always, you know, prime time, which is what, you know, YouTube.
Just do a Zakainen / gaming channel and start a new YouTube thing and
start another one.
Hey, this is my gaming channel. I know a couple guys out there that are doing that they have their regular channel, they have a gaming channel, and they have something else. And like every night it's one of the few or whatever. Like they
Smash JT. I think that's it. Yeah, I know he's got like several different channels where I'm like, man, I don't want to create a whole nother channel. I'm lazy. But it would help the YouTube algorithm because then it's like, oh, this channel games on these specific nights versus like, you know, what I have been doing where, you know, it's all, you know, pop culture and whatnot. Yeah. It's everything.
That's probably why those guys do that and don't keep it on one.
It's probably smart that way. You're not confusing
people here and get these people here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it gets out to people who want to watch someone game. Yeah, it would make sense.
Yep. Cool. Well, I appreciate your time very much, sir.
Hi, brother.
It was great talking about everything, going through stuff. I haven't talked about WoW with anybody in a year or more, especially.
It's been a hot minute since I've talked about it. I'm sure there's some streaming like Jason, that was 2 weeks ago. Sorry, Zakainen. I keep using my government name here. lately. But that was the whole thing too. Like we talk about names, like these names. I mean, I've been called nothing my real name for years at a time. There's people who still call me by Zakainen or Jalen because we gamed for over a decade together.
Yeah. Well, I was just talking to those guys today and realizing, because I invited them to the stream, I'm like, hey, I'm actually going to be talking about WoW. Like, you guys should come check it out. And I don't know if any of them did, but then I said something to my wife earlier. I'm like, I think there's still a couple of those guys that have never seen my face.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've been friends with them for 15 years. Talk to them all the time, know about them. I don't know if they've ever seen my face.
God, I think there's only a few people, because most of us ended up, whether it was the Mud or Warcraft or whatever, that we ended up meeting and doing hangouts. Because even the Mud was in Canada, so I had 2 trips up to Canada where we could meet. So I've met most everybody, but there's got to be at least a few out there. There's got to be a handful that I've never met.
Yeah. Yeah,
no doubt, brother. I appreciate you having me on, man, because this was a lot of fun talking about it.
Good. I appreciate that. I don't know if the G.I. Joe crowd's going to be as interested as usual in it, but hey, you know what? I don't care. Yeah,
sorry, just get fun once in a while. It's like, you know what?
It's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah.
Yep. And we had some cool toys that we could sit there and also segue into.
Yeah, and
that's your second line.
New I got sucked in by this one show of like, well, son of a gun.
WoW Customs. And they're gonna make a second channel.
Wow.
Warcraft Customs.
Everything customs, WoW Customs, Star Customs. Like,
yep.
Just wait. I'll have to snag them up, but people will be taking them. Yep. Ken, I appreciate you coming too, man. I appreciate everyone that has come and hung out with us for a little bit. Again, don't forget the Stream 10 down there at GI Customs. There was one order came through. PB Patrick, he ordered something. I saw it, was going to get to it, and then we just kept talking. So we got
PB,
one order on
Patrick?
it. Great. Yeah, Patrick.
Okay.
Yep.
Right on.
Yep.
I'm always trying to say the whole name with the whole YouTube change on all the algorithm bullshit. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, and I always forget it. Every time I see PB, I'm like, oh, I know that name. Like, who is that? And I end up just, hey, PB.
Like, yeah, Fred.
I know your name. I know it.
Crash Watchman now or something. Yeah, it throws me out. Okay. Shane just jumped in. What's up, Shane?
Hey, what's up, man? Same time toys, yeah.
But yeah,
all right. So what else you got going on this week? You got your normal stuff, but where can people find you?
Stuff. I think I forgot. I'm pretty sure I forgot to talk about it Monday, but yeah, midweek mayhem Wednesday over there on 3POA. Probably be on there with Jersey, Jeremy J, Sam the Newsman, and LP talking about something. There's been a lot of news here that's crept up over the last few days since the last show. Mm-hmm. So we'll be on there Friday. Figure it out Fridays. Remember that. That is going to be on Mikey's channel this week, and we got Tony Legend Series. We're going over our top five movies that star or co-star and Saturday Night Live alum. And
that's right. You guys,
this one's been
rough.
Week. Like me, I'm like, I've got my list of the ones. I'm like, okay, here's a chunk, and I'm trying to get to like my top 5, and it's tough, man. Yeah. It's, you know what? Hang on, just for Shane here.
Oh,
not tucked. Not tucked. I got my winter weight on. I need to get off. I've been going through my bulking phase, apparently.
Harder to tuck in. Yeah.
Way harder to tuck in. But yeah, I think that is all I've got. And then Monday, rumbling and ranting, and I don't know what the hell I'll be doing there. Something. Got an idea. Cool. And then Mega Power's on after that. Done.
Yeah. Every day. For the next couple.
Day. Every damn day.
Well, I've got What's New Wednesday, a little video coming out. I got those set up here for the next month, which is great. Filmed up. So new stuff coming. And then every Friday we got a release on the site. Right now I'm keeping up with a new item every Friday. So if you guys want to go and check that out, there'll be something new every Friday, something new I'll be offering.
That Night Raven dude is awesome. Like,
it is.
You know, now you've done that. it's like I wanted pictures. Like I hope the guy that gets it is going to like do it some justice and really, set it up and display it and get some pictures on there, because you had to like get everything balanced because you couldn't glue it together because you have to go ship it out to him, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that Night Raven, man, that one's dope. What are you going to start showing off next?
Next is going to be another tomahawk, but I've got two coming up that aren't normal. So I've got an Arctic tomahawk and a Night Force tomahawk.
Oh, cool.
And those are going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them done fast enough to do a single video by next Tuesday, but if not, they'll just be 2 videos a piece. So they'll be relatively quick.
Yeah.
And then I've got work for the next like 3 months lined up. So I've got a ridiculous amount of stuff that I can get into. Try not to do the same thing, but they're Conquest. I've got, I don't have the whale, but the whale will be finished by Joe Fest. So at some point that's going to be a video. Because that's just one I printed for myself so far.
It'd be good to show off for Joe Fest.
Yeah, I want to bring it to Joe Fest.
Well, and then the black with Bobby dropping the black with Valivers. I was wondering, because that hydrofoil. What is that? What's the Cobra? Is the Mamba? What is it called? No,
I have it just listed as a hydrofoil. I think the Cobra was Mamba.
Was it Mamba? Okay, because I was like the water moccasin, right? You and I've talked about that, but yeah, that hydrofoil, like that's one where like I wonder how many people are going to be switching up gear, going water, orientated.
I've got one guy right now that has ordered. He has 2 hydrofoils. I think he just ordered a 3rd one. I think another guy has a hydrofoil, so I'm starting to see some of that happen already. Of some of those things coming in. And
that were unexpected. You're like, hey, this is interesting. You're getting them back to back.
Well, and they're not getting them in the normal colors. So normally it'd be, if you just want the hydrofoil from the 80s, it's red and gray. Like he's doing like army green and black and, more Joe colors, but more like military type stuff. So
yeah,
really
that's interesting. Ken, save it for Friday, Ken. Jesus.
It's the wrong show, man.
Come on, Ken.
Regular police cars. I said something to Ramen, Ace at Ramen during one of his live streams. About
Everybody has during every stream Ace is on, dude. Yeah. Everybody does, man.
Do it, man.
Crown Vic,
don't like license anything, like just a police car, and then you could do it 10 million different ways of black with yellow stripes, and it'd be a sheriff's car. Like you can do all kinds of stuff.
Well, I think it was Shane, again, there's a lag, but I want to say, was it Evil Dookie that took a vamp and like put some police lights on it? I mean, again, to get by, because give me like a Dodge Charger, give me a Crown Vic. I'd love a Crown Vic, but
that's what I mentioned to him. Like, do a Crown Vic. They were basically the same car for like 15 years, so you could do a bunch of movie stuff. You could do all kinds of things. You could do a undercover all black, like. You've got some legs. We had a Crown Vic at Greenlight when I was there, and that's how I know. I'm like, that one mold, we did like 60 different releases, and like you can get your legs out of it for sure.
Oh yeah, the Ramen Racer. I mean, again, I've got at least 2 hypo around here that are a challenger, and I've been pulled over by one, which was that's a story. Oh yeah, Evil Dookie's been doing it.
Yeah,
but I mean, I would like to not have the Ramen Racer. I'd like to have like. Give me a Charger, and then I'll make that a police car or something.
Yeah, I've got something in the works.
Hummer?
I can get it to function correctly. That maybe just add lights to anything.
Yeah, there you go.
So we'll see if I can get that figured out correctly.
Yep,
that you could just attach those to whatever and make it a police car in some fashion.
Hell yeah!
So yeah, cool. Well, I appreciate it. We'll close it out here. Thanks, everyone, for coming. See you.
It's that time. Grab a seat, snack in hand, set to geek. Tastic heroes on the screen. Dream it up, print the scene. G.I. Joe on the table, new ideas on the way. Paint and polish on the cable. Every single Tuesday Toy Talk. We're dialing in, building up worlds with a crazy grin. 3D printing, custom paint on the go. Tuesday Toy Talk. Crank it up loud. G.I. Customs leading the crowd. Oh yeah.
Tuesday Toy Talk.